Hello, everyone. We're back. Good day, good
Hello.
afternoon, and welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Good to be
You
back.
gave us a 30-second warning, and then I ignored it. But we're here now. Hello.
As we do. Hey, it's a different day. Things are different. It's
It is.
chaos.
It's a casual Sunday, cozy Sunday afternoon stream. How is everyone?
Far too excited for a cozy stream.
Very good. Yeah, it's good to be back. I missed you guys on Thursday and the Star Wars chat with Tushar. Can't wait to watch. Looking forward to
We
it.
did miss you. I think
Being back
Star
on, he's
Wars
happy to
chat
be back.
loosely. It was loosely Star Wars
we
chat.
mentioned, I think, Knights of the Old Republic in
We did.
reference to what we were actually talking about, but that is the
We said Happy Star Wars Day.
We
Yes.
did. We acknowledged it. And we didn't do our joke that we wanted to do, which was accidentally say Star Trek, Farscape,
Yeah.
Stargates, all the
All
others.
of those we didn't do.
We didn't do that. We said we would. But
Yeah.
We refrained. But
Yes.
alas.
It
we're
is
here.
good. We're
I
here.
can't wait to hear it. We're here.
Celebrating.
And hi, everyone in
Yes.
chat. It's good to see you here. Hopefully, we'll get you to join in actually in some fashion, hear your thoughts because of today's madness that we're about to jump into. An
So
AI
excited.
GM running us into a game. What is the plan for today? How's this going to
Yeah. Jared, tell us. You're in the middle. You've got the
Well,
center stage. What's
I've
going
got the
on?
command console. We have got ChatGPT. We've dabbled with this on a regular Thursday night stream, but we've got the itch to play more as three forever GMs, DMs. So we've been engineering and setting up an agent and GPT-4 agent, feeding it all of our character sheets. We've created official 5th edition character sheets in D&D Beyond, which we'll share, which I can share now, theoretically.
Ooh.
If I
Can't
did
wait.
this and
We'll
then
do
did
the
a
technical
transition.
stuff.
Hello. So
Hello.
here is
Amazing.
Revelar. Revelar, why don't you introduce
Ooh.
yourself?
Yes,
Oh, wait.
hello. Yes.
Can I do a thing
sorry.
before we do that?
Do
Actually, I want to do a
Okay,
few
sure.
things before we do that.
Yes.
First one is I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that we are coming to you from. Storytelling is something that's really important to us. And it was something that was really important and is really important to traditional owners, both past and present. We've decided that it's important that we acknowledge that. So I'm coming to you from Darwell land. I know that the three of us are coming to you from all sorts of different countries around Australia. But we'd like to pay our respects to elders past and present. And the second one, which I think is very important, is that we also acknowledge the same thing that we said about AI, is ChatGPT is a algorithm. It has been trained on a variety of things, and it is entirely possible that things will come up that don't belong to us and perhaps were not given willingly to ChatGPT. We're doing this in the spirit of an experiment. And also we want to play. Like we really want to play and couldn't decide who was going to be the best DM. Yeah. So we're not in any way saying that AI is the best or the worst, but we do bow down to our AI overlords. But yeah, we acknowledge that there are problems and we're not ignoring any of those, but we're doing this to get an idea of what can be done. Is that fair?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It's a really great
perfect.
introduction
Well
to.
said.
We've talked a lot over since starting the social pillar. It has come up a lot of times. It's been discussed in media. It's been discussed in communities and chats. Just what is the value is starting to be discovered, but also where are the ethical limits and how do we actually manage those? And we're very keen to look at these, but through the lens of, well, let's have a look at it from an inquisitive understanding, but also ethical viewpoint to see if we can test it out, see how it is, and then raise the questions. So that's exactly the kind of things we'd like to talk about furthermore in future. So today's more the experiment of finding out what can do, and just in the sense of a fun adventure with three forever GMs. It's so good to play.
I know. I'm so excited.
And thank you everyone out there for your indulgence in watching us play this game today. We hope we can make it very entertaining for you, and we'd love to hear your snarky comments or anything you'd like to pass along in the chat. It'd be fantastic. So guys, thank you for joining us.
Please do. And now back to where I so abruptly interrupted. That word just sounded strange when it came out of my mouth. Anyway, what are we doing? Who are we? Where should we start? What are we doing?
Let's
Help
just
me.
do our character. Let's just dive into it. Let's not get into all
Let's
the
do it.
really complex AI stuff. Let's introduce
Yeah.
ourselves as our
Yes.
characters. I've always been
Ooh.
called a wise man, despite my age and years as an elf wizard. But I am Valdemar. It is a pleasure to meet you. And joining me in my adventuring party, Ian, who are you playing?
As you, with your aged eyes, you peer down upon a very small figure at your feet in his greenish leathery skin, which is covered in a tortoise shell of coppery burnished, sun-burnished hardness around him, and the simplest of equipment you see with his big, bold eyes looking up at you. This is Revelar. He's a young turtle ranger. He's come from the coast, has met with you because loves adventure. Very curious and helping protect his village and share all the things he finds in the jungle, which is frustrating to many people who just want to get on with their day. But these guys that he's joined up with, particularly this guy here, Valdemar, he's so good. He wants to learn everything from with his incredible age. And sometimes I may say things that are a little bit too close to the bone. But also from this other person who's come to join in his group, this person here that Thea will introduce in a moment.
Yeah, after very quickly updating our stream info. Hello, I will be playing Leteth. Leteth is a furbolg, and for anyone who is not intimately familiar with some of the newer races, furbolgs are lovely, soft kind of cow people. That's not an impolite way of putting it.
No, that's exactly how I would describe them.
I think so.
They
Yeah.
are gentle cow people.
Gentle cow people. Generally, they're very quiet, stick to themselves, but Leteth is less so. Ever since she was very young, she has been a very outgoing, extroverted, so keen to just find out what's out there and be around people. She's had a real connection to nature ever since she was very young. And in her older years has started to attend college. She found a calling to entertaining other people and thought the best place to do that might be at a bard college. And so she enrolled in the College of Eloquence, which may have been somewhat not the best choice given she is in fact an acrobat. However, despite repeating a couple of courses, everything is going well. Leteth is having a great time. She is meeting people. She is spending time with people that share her interests. She's spending time with people that don't share her interests. She's just spending time with so many people, and it is the best experience ever. She has an assignment to do, though, and is currently out there trying to write the Song of the Trees. And I saw Alicia in the chat there, and Alicia will know Song of the Trees because of And the Trees. And she is out there and has decided to team up with two of her very good friends. To be fair, everybody is Leteth's very good friend. But two of her very good friends to go out and find just the right tree to inspire the Ballad of the Trees. And that is Leteth. She is super excited. She is 6.5 feet tall. She's kind of like a bit of a climber furbolg physique, and it's just loves everybody. Super keen.
Amazing. So good. So
and that
good.
is Leteth, who I shall be playing with luck and support.
So good.
Awesome.
So
Welcome.
good.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes. Welcome to our adventure. Let us play, shall we? This is where things get
You're clearly
less
the older of the party, Jared. This is
Clearly the elder of the party.
I do my old man voice quite a lot. Right.
Excellent. I love the old man voice.
For this evening, ChatGPT is going to be our professional game master, and our prompt reads thusly, despite all the previous jargon above where we've fed it our character sheets and things.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I've just seen my cat has escaped. He's on the wrong side of my window. I'll be back.
Go. Rescue.
Live streaming. This is what you get with live streaming, guys. Here we go.
A great opportunity for me to just read out this boring ass prompt. It's not a perfectly engineered prompt, but I also don't believe in excessively over engineering prompts. Let's just see where it takes us. But we have Thus, I want you to act as a professional game master for high magic, medieval fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition, one-shot adventure with a dark yet humorous tone for a 3-hour session for 3 players. The adventure should be set in a jungle environment, which we chose, inspired by Indiana Jones, have a high threat level, and include rich lore, a diverse cast of characters. You, the game master, will ask classic Session Zero questions about content, consent, tone, and player preferences. The adventure should draw inspiration from the tone, pacing, and characters of The Witcher, and feature a mix of challenges and creatures. There should be a clear goal for the players to achieve along the adventure. The threat level will be deadly, allowing the player characters and monsters to die during the story. The player characters, PCs, are connected via a book club inspired by an epic fantasy adventure book. We are using 5th edition rules.
5th edition
You will
rules.
ask us to roll our own dice and decide on a difficulty class for each. You will narrate for us. Also improvise dialogue. The adventure should have a conclusion within 3 hours. I will let you know when each hour has passed and when 20 minutes are left. You will ask us if we are ready to start after we answer the Session Zero questions, and then telling it who we are and code names, and names and things. Shall we begin, or is there anything anybody else would like to add? Is anyone in the chat who has any suggestions? Happy to have this steered in a wild, insane direction. We have chosen some of these themes and options. Splattersby, did you just resub for a third, like a refollow? Sorry, we don't have subs yet. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Did you follow again? You seem to keep getting unfollowed. I don't understand.
Hey, Liz,
however, that means
Hey,
we've just ticked over
Liz,
40.
welcome.
Hello, welcome. We have just ticked over to 40
Hey,
followers.
Alicia.
So thank you everyone who has followed us along our journey and is joining us on an off day this week. I hope we reach out to the further community. So anybody, any final thoughts, final ideas, or do we let...
While the chat's coming back to us, I thought we might have a break. Maybe if it's going like after every hour, it's going to let us know when it's been an hour. Maybe after the second hour, I guess we have a break or something like that.
I was going to think of letting it know, and then maybe we say, okay, look, we have an hour has lapsed.
Yeah.
And we want to have a break in 20 minutes, and then we have maybe a 5-10 minute break, or half an hour, and then etc. Yeah.
If that works, or we just pause it. Not that I doubt the almighty power of AI, but
this DM will be patient with us, which is wonderful.
Yes,
and it will need to be, because we're going to throw things to the chat. If you guys have any suggestions, any ideas for where you'd like to see things go, please let us know. And if anybody wants to respond as like an NPC or something, just chuck out ideas in the chat. We'll be monitoring while I type furiously as quickly as I possibly can in response.
And we all watch closely as Jared types. By the way, who are we for anyone who hasn't been here before? I'm OMGM.
Yes. Oh, hey.
Next to me on this side is the most excellent GM chef. I hope I pointed the right direction there.
Well, I'm technically on your... Yeah, because we've got this. I'm on the side. We're on the side panel.
Oh, wait.
He's below you.
Oh, you're below me. You're below me. You're down there. I'm doing so well.
Ian's there. Yeah. You're there. Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of... All right, we're good. We got
up.
this. Anyway, GM chef. There.
Hi.
There.
Good afternoon. Hi. Welcome. Yes, I'm the GM chef, also known as Jared. And tonight I will be madly interacting with ChatGPT in order to try and get a coherent session out of it, along with Ian from Roleplay Experience.
Hello, everyone. It's Ian here, Ian Zammit. I'm also Roleplay Experience, work through them, professional GMs like my friends and colleagues above me here. And I'm just delighted to be able to have a chance to play with you guys for a chance. We get a chance to check this out, AI GMing, and see where the hell this takes us. So yeah, welcome on board for this madness. And I just wanted to picture, I don't know if you meant this, Jared, but the fact that Thea, the furbolg, is at the top, you are in the middle, and the small turtle, because I am only 3 foot tall, is at the bottom. Perfect for this game. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you can read it, but I feel like if we read it out, it's going to be a lot more interesting. Our AI DM. Hello, brave adventurers. No. Hello, brave adventurers. I am your friendly game master for this high magic, medieval fantasy, all of these things. Before we dive into the thrilling jungle environment inspired by Indiana Jones, I would like to ask a few Session Zero questions to ensure we're all on the same page. Are there any specific content or themes you'd like to avoid or address during our game? Must have
that's a good
watched the
session
social
zero
pillar.
question.
What a great session
Yeah.
zero question.
It is
Must
Yeah,
watch the
great
social pillar.
session.
Are there any character traits or preferences that you'd like to focus on during the session? Oh, what a
Ah,
great question to ask.
That's an
As we
excellent
strive for a
question.
dark yet humorous tone, what types of humor do you prefer?
Hard one. That's a really hard one.
that's deep.
Yeah.
Do you have any preferred house rules or variants you'd like to use? All of the homebrew, please. No,
Wow.
we're sticking as traditional as possible. But those 4
Yeah.
questions are utterly fantastic. I just want to
They
say.
are very good.
So,
Yeah, those
let
are
us-
great questions. So in
let us
terms of
dive
what the algorithm is
in.
taking, and I'll probably be making
Mm.
comments about the algorithm because I cannot possibly take my scientist hat off.
Hmm.
But I find it fascinating that it's pulled those, and all of us agree,
Yeah.
all of us experienced GMs. Those are good session zero questions.
Yeah. In terms of specific content, depending on how it is, I think from my point of view, I don't know how explicit we need to be in what we're saying, but
Yeah.
like I'm happy to go like if we're talking ratings, M rated. I was thinking I don't want it to be too explicit when it comes to
Oh no, we don't want to explicit.
any
Doesn't need to be
violence or
gratuitous.
sexuality. I think that's not
Yeah.
important to.
Yeah.
Other than that, just go for it. Yeah, this is it. I'm okay with that.
Hmm.
What do you
We
guys
would
think?
like things
You
to
do?
be
What do we
violent.
want to focus on?
Mhm.
No sexual themes of drug use, keep things threatening but not
Yeah.
R rating. Yep, okay. We would
Yeah,
like to
I think
focus
that's good.
on no, I actually think we just let it go. Nothing in particular and see what happens would be my vote for that.
To allow it to
Training.
develop based on our responses.
Yeah, that's a good way.
And teamwork response.
Oh,
Yeah,
teamwork.
actually, yeah,
Teamwork makes the
We're talking about
dream.
collaboration, which is what we're after. That's
Yeah,
really
Yeah.
cool.
collaborative.
As we
Beautiful.
strive, Hannah said, as we strive for a dark yet humorous.
Humorous.
Yes.
Yeah,
Solid,
thanks,
yes.
Ada.
On that note, I was going to say, actually, aim for the kind of humor from like Indiana Jones films. I guess
Yeah.
would be a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
cool.
bad.
I've lost my
Um,
mouse. I just want to make sure that I'm not
Lost your mouse.
absolutely spamming. Please, chat, let me know if you can hear my keyboard. I do apologize, but I can mute myself while I'm typing, if so
Look, I don't think it's
required.
too
I'm
You
sorry.
hear it a
bad.
little, but it's not
Um,
interfering.
okay.
No,
I
it's.
think.
I wouldn't
But
say
chat to us.
it gives us. It's
Yeah.
nice ambient noise. It's if we were going to do this as a film and
Yeah,
amazing
please
things,
let
we'd have to
me
have
know.
those sounds. It sells the reality
wanna
of it, man.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
We would like to make sure there is like almost slapstick style. Like you wouldn't call Indiana Jones slapstick style humor
No.
quite, but there's elements of it. There's a lot of physical comedy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
High adventure kind of
Yeah.
comedy, I guess.
Kind of like, like a young adult book turned into a movie kind of. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I also
You know.
don't want us to get too caught up in this
No.
part of it. And
No,
the reason I
let's
say
just
that
keep
is
pushing on. Yeah.
similar to the guy we were talking last Thursday. I'm not the kind
Yeah.
of person that spends a long time in character creation and background, whereas I suspect some of my companions may be. So I'm just cautious we don't get too caught up in the questions,
Don't know what
despite
you're
the fact that they're important. Yes. All barred, no brothel.
That's funny, actually. While you're writing this in, that's funny you said that because I'm more and more liking not to have too much in the background because I want to see what happens in the game.
Yeah.
And then it kind of builds from there. That's kind of more fun. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's see how we go.
Speaking of, chat is kicking off a little bit. We happen to have
Oh, yeah.
two keyboard warriors in there, Liz and Alicia, who I
Ooh.
know happen to have a
the
particular
flare?
little battle coming up, which
Mhm.
I'm loving seeing this play out.
Cool,
They're
cool,
both
cool.
lovely human beings.
Oh, here it
Ah.
comes. Awesome.
Oh, here we go. Here
Here
we go.
We're
Oh, my
off.
goodness.
So
Whoa.
thank you for your answers. I will keep the content within the boundaries you've set and focus on your friendship and teamwork throughout the adventure. Now let us venture into the mysterious jungle where both danger and laughter await. Ian, would you like to take the next chapter? The next,
Sure
why don't you
thing.
take this chapter if that works for you? I will try and center it for you and let me know if you need to scroll.
As
Sorry, I'm just
members of an elite book club, Valdemar the Elf Wizard, Ravelar the Turtle Ranger, and Leteth the Firbolg Bard have bonded over the tales of epic fantasy adventures. Inspired by the latest thrilling book, you've decided to embark on your own daring quest. Shall I pass over to you, Thea?
Oh, yeah, we can go around until it gets too tiresome bouncing between each paragraph. The
Let's
three
see
of
what
you
we do.
arrived in the remote village of Zelanthra, deep within the wild jungle. The locals speak of a long-lost temple, hidden in the depths of the jungle and said to hold an ancient artifact of immense power, the Amethyst Eye. The gemstone is rumored to grant untold power to those who can unlock its secrets. I'm going to take the next one because I want to. Your goal is clear. Find the temple, retrieve the Amethyst Eye, and uncover its hidden potential. However, you've heard whispers of a malevolent force determined to claim the gemstone for their own sinister purposes. The journey ahead will be fraught with danger, and you must rely on each other to succeed. Sorry. This is awfully exciting. Yeah, jump in.
This is insane.
As you prepare to depart, a peculiar monkey swings down from a tree, landing nearby. With a playful grin, it presents you with a warm map that appears to lead to the temple's entrance. Its eyes twinkle with a hint of mischief. You have 3 hours to complete your adventure. The first hour is now. Please let us know when each hour has passed and when 20 minutes are left.
Okay.
Nice.
We have taken a little bit of time to get ready. So
okay.
I'm just going to update it in 30 minutes. We'll see how we go.
Okay.
I read that when it came down, a monkey presents you with a warm map. And I was like, why is it giving us a warm map?
I don't want a warm map.
Please say it's not dead. That's how I'm...
Okay. It's already asking us to roll dice. This is insane.
That's fantastic. Oh, okay, cool.
This is
Group perception. All right, let's roll.
Okay, let's go.
Guide you towards the temple. Roll your own dice and add your perception skill. All right.
What is my? Oh, I've got good perception. I've got a +7 in perception. Oh my god, I need it. So I rolled a 2. 2 + 7 is 9. Oh no!
I have a 10.
12, and I add 6, so I get 18.
Oh God! Thank goodness one of us rolled well.
Hey, get it out of the way now. Get it out of the way now.
That is true. Yeah. All right. So on average.
Oh God! How do you say it? REV?
I'm beginning to see we perhaps shouldn't have had such long character names. Could you imagine if we'd gone with something like
quickly abbreviate them?
Yeah. Can you imagine if it'd been like, shiny, soft, settling on sunset sands.
Call me Rev. That will do.
I'm the light that passes through the leaves and the patterns on the ground upon which the light scatters. There's a Japanese word for that. Rev, what did you roll?
Rev rolled an 18.
18, and Lateth?
I rolled a 9.
Oh,
man, it was nearly the first
one.
Not
paying attention. Okay.
We'll
just leave it like that.
I'm too busy looking around at the trees and the grass and trying to come up with this sort of interpretive, acrobatic presentation to really capture the spirits that I can feel around me. And this monkey has just given me the best kind of inspiration. So I'm trying to figure out how to move like a monkey, swinging and capture that kind of harmony.
Lateth.
What? Oh, there you are.
Have a look over here. As I journey deep into the jungle, Revelar's keen senses pick up on subtle signs that the others miss. Look, an ancient moss-covered statue, partially hidden by foliage. Its features are where the statue appears to be pointing deeper into the jungle, and the position aligns with the route on the warm map. Warm map, yes.
It's going to be called a warm map now. I'm sorry, that's canon. The warm map.
I leap up onto a boulder and say, I shall lead the way. And I start trekking into...
leaping up on the boulder, does that bring you back to our eye level when you leap up onto the jungle?
I'm still shorter than you. I'm still shorter than...
I love how the angle of the camera, though, is going to be like, yes, and then it looks up,
and then we just walk past.
It's like, who was looking at you? And then our kneecaps.
Yeah. Amazing.
Who would like to continue? Jared, would you like to continue from there?
Yeah, sure. So where did you finish, though? Because I was writing my thing.
With Revelar.
Okay. With Revelar leading the way, we delve further into the jungle. We walk, the canopy thickens, and it casts an environment into a dim, otherworldly light. Fancy what we were just saying, though. A cacophony of strange animal calls and rustling leaves surround you, creating an eerie ambience. The map seems to be leading you towards a ravine, a Upon reaching it, you notice a narrow rope bridge strung precariously across the chasm. The frayed ropes and rotting planks don't appear very safe. What would you like to do? I'm not going to read the next bit because we remember teamwork will be essential as you face the challenges ahead. I watched an interesting video today on deliberately telling people what is happening and where, and like giving them stat and like warning them. The combat is these guys do not look like they're mucking around, but just saying it rather than dropping hints. I figured I have a spell called Floating Disc or something like that or rather.
Fantastic.
So that seems like a cool thing. So I can create a circular horizontal plane of force, 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, floats 3 feet above the ground. Now the problem is this is not like a flying thing. So if there's no land underneath it, it does drop.
Okay.
It's not exactly what we want in this situation.
Which means it could float above. Can it float above the bridge?
It says it floats 3 feet above the ground. Well, theoretically, rather than all of us giving it all this weird undulation, would not putting, and I'm getting, this is how I am as a player, would not putting like the exact amount of pressure needed smoothly across the bridge be better and safer than us all going one at a time, or us waving and wobbling the bridge and creating the wrong frequency in order to tear it asunder?
Well, see, and this is now getting too much into the physics of it. This is how I am as a player. Does it actually exert force, or does it just measure from the ground? Like, is it just a quantum force here?
Is it a big piece of string that's like holding it up from above? Okay. He invites.
I had an idea. I don't know if this will help, but Revelar thinks, what if I get my bow and tie a bit of my rope to it to shoot a rope across to the other side? And we can use that to pull the disc across or something.
And it can be a safety line.
Yeah.
I love it.
And Leteth is pretty nimble. So I think that I should stand in a way that if anything does happen, I can kind of catch the two of you and catch the rope, or at least have the best chance of doing that.
Yeah. Do we have someone go over first, or so that there's someone on the other side to hold the thing, or what are we thinking?
I think so.
I think
let's all go together. We don't want to split up, guys. Let's just stay together. It'll be fine.
Okay,
What could
so we're just shooting a line
wrong?
across, and then we're just gonna yank. We're just gonna keep moving, right? And then we're just gonna all float on my disc. I can hold up to 500 pounds, so I think we're good.
Float on your what?
Disc. On my disc.
God, it's early in the afternoon. It started already.
My goodness. This is excellent.
Cool.
So, are we keeping it as brief as that?
I'm sorry, Hatter. I don't mean to offend your sensibilities.
While that's happening.
Anything else? We're good? 3,
nope, we're good.
2.
Let's give it a go.
Let's go.
See how we go.
Just a floating disc to walk onto.
Okay. I create a stable surface. All right, I'm just going to start reading.
Do it.
I concentrate carefully on the next incantation. I summon a shimmering magical floating disc beneath my feet. I gently float off the ground as it raises me up approximately 2.5, 3 feet. It provides a stable walking surface. I invite Leteth and Revelar, each guiding hand onto the balancing act that is aboard the floating disc. With everyone aboard, Revelar, what do you do?
At that point, well, as we're all on board, Revelar, I expertly shoot an arrow straight across the ravine, embedding it securely into a tree on the other side. I tie the other end to a sturdy tree on our side of the ravine. So we've now got a safety line to hold us since we navigate the ravine itself. So as we all float across the chasm on Valdemar's floating disc, gripping the safety line for extra security, we can't help but chuckle the unusual sight we must be presenting, despite the precarious situation.
Gosh, guys, this is so much fun. I can't imagine 2 more people I would rather be here with. This is
quiet,
the best.
Quiet, you incessant babbling. It's a concentration spell, don't you know?
Oh, you'll be fine. You're so good at this.
We're doing wonderful, guys. This is awesome. And we jump onto the other side of it once we're across. Untie the safety line or retrieve the arrow. That was great. This is working really wonderfully.
That was so good, guys. This is amazing. All right. So I just do a little backflip just to sort of celebrate, like in an excess of excitement. Wow. Okay. Nice. This is great. Where to next? Where'd that monkey go? Oh, gosh. I wonder if you wanted to be friends.
Yeah, where did the monkey go?
Hannah's right. With all this
we could've-
optimism, it can't end well. This is right. Who knows where it's going to
Oh,
go from
come
here?
on. We didn't ask for a
Very
dark
weird.
and threaty one. It was fine.
Well,
Oh, where are we
the
headed?
atmosphere. Well, the atmosphere
I-
grows even darker here.
I keep an eye out for any clues as well to this.
Oh.
These any dangers that might come along the way.
Yes, we
Very
should start
excited for
using.
dangers. Yeah.
We should start using our abilities, shouldn't we? We have those. What do I have? I have a natural affinity for stuff.
For stuff.
For stuff.
That is
Oh, I can-
awesome.
That's
What
right. I mean,
stuff?
so I've got, as a furbolg, I have speech of beast and leaf, which is useful for talking to things. Not doesn't mean I can actually understand them though.
Okay.
So I can get them to understand me. So maybe I'm just going to start kind of clapping a little rhythm, like
Mhm.
just to let any plant life and any animal life around us know that we are here for friendship. We mean no harm. We just want to explore and be one with nature.
Love it.
As you're doing this, and I'm kind of bopping along to it, I notice particularly that Valdemar is not enjoying it very much, and just look at him and say,
It's too hot here.
"Bugging you, isn't it? It's really bugging you, isn't it? It's cool though, but it is bugging you, isn't it?"
Just a little bit, yes. You're
great.
incessant babbling. That's all
Right,
right.
I'm going to.
Good, good. Everyone seems prepared, at least. That's the main thing. The task at hand is still not forgotten. As far as
So I
distractions.
just wanted to roll a little insight check, which is not in the game, but I just rolled it on my thing to see if I noticed that. And I got a dirty 20. So I noticed that and I turn it down. No, I go.
Okay. Nice.
Because I don't want
I
to
need a-
annoy people. I know sometimes I can be a little bit annoying. That's okay. I'm trying to work on it. It's one of my stretch goals.
Val takes a deep drink from his flask to stay hydrated.
Smart.
Then we push on cautiously. Yes, good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
All right.
Zella, you take the lead.
Nice. I mean, it's
Right,
easy
as
to
I-
see over you as well, so that's good.
As I take the lead, check on my survival skills. Have a look around on the floor between the vines and the foliage. See if there's any clues that can guide us further into the jungle. Please roll a d20. Oh, interesting. A 3. Okay.
Oh.
So I'll get back to me in a second. Leteth, you.
Teth, eager to show respect and friendship to the jungle, cast Speak with... Oh, no, it wasn't Speak with Animals and Plants. It's an ability, but that's okay. As the magic takes effect, Leteth senses the myriad of creatures and foliage around, sending out a message of friendship and asking for guidance through the dense jungle. Not that she will understand that guidance, but hey, it's all about the vibe.
Uh,
Meanwhile, Vald.
I take a drink, yes. You can narrate it, it's fine. I'm not that important.
Staying hydrated in the oppressive jungle heat.
From my flask to stay hydrated, as Hatta would say.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, my
Um,
canteen then.
The air feels charged with anticipation, as if the very jungle itself is watching your very move, every move.
Okay.
Revelar
where are we
rolled a
going
total
now?
of 9 on his survival.
Oh
check.
no,
Okay.
we are rolling good.
Rolls.
All right.
9.
Let's
Well,
roll.
around here, we're going to
Wow.
be fine.
Where are we
There's
headed?
more
Are we headed
dangerous
to
than this.
some?
We're following the map, aren't we?
Are we following
We're
the
going
map?
to ruins. We're going to ruins, and the monkey gave us.
the map.
I want to
A
know
raw
if the
map.
monkey's still around as well. Yes, following the warm map that the monkey gave us. I'd love to know if the monkey's still around because I could do with a new friend.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. We all get so excited. Poor Jared's like trying to madly type and keep up with us. Go faster. What did we do last time? Didn't we bring up a chat and we typed in some of the stuff we wanted to do when we split the party? Maybe
can't
if we end
remember.
up doing that.
We could do that. If you guys want to chuck it in the Video Ninja chat, I could
Yeah.
take it from there.
I mean, it's working really well for me now, but I'm just thinking. Also, just while this is generating, we are using D&D Beyond for our character sheets. You might have seen those
Mhm.
pop up. We are not sponsored, but we do find it a really useful tool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. A less than cool map. All right.
Sadly,
Where are
my
we?
skill check isn't enough to reveal any significant new clues, but with the map as our guide, we continue through the dense jungle through the ruins,
Well,
towards
map.
the ruins.
It's now a
We
moist
stay
map.
vigilant, constantly scanning the surroundings for any signs of the mischievous monkey or any other potential dangers.
Nice.
As we press on, the jungle seems to take on more of a sinister aspect. Shadows growing deeper and the foliage more tangled. The atmosphere is tense and you feel as if you're being watched. After what feels like hours of travel, you finally come across a large stone structure hidden beneath the jungle canopy. Overgrown with vines and moss, it appears ancient and long forgotten. This could be it. The entrance is partially obscure, obstructed by fallen debris, but it is clear something is moving in and out of the ruins. Suddenly,
Guys,
you hear
it
rustling.
might be it.
A small figure leaping from branch to branch. We found the elusive monkey.
Monkey!
Da, 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 da.
Hey!
I cast light on my staff, letting Gandalf lighting up the crystal star.
Very cool. I reach
Yeah.
out to the monkey and try to be friends. I would like to use
nice.
animal handling on the monkey.
I would like to assist
Oh.
Leteth in this as well, with my knowledge of
Nice.
animals, to see if I can try to help show it that we're friends.
Ah,
If we
this
have
monkey
time,
bites me.
10 minutes, I could then do speak with animals potentially. So we'll see how we go.
We've got some bad puns arising up here in the chat.
Oh,
From
really?
chimpanzee to chimpanzee.
I'm trying not to be distracted.
No, it's good.
Um,
I'll watch the chat. I'll watch this chat. You watch that chat.
I'm doing that chat, and then we can chat with Dean. Would like to assist in this matter. Val casts
So good
light
having a
on
monkey
his
sidekick.
Yeah.
staff. That would be so useful.
Brilliant. Yes, so useful.
Light on his staff and looks for ruins to read some clues about
Nice.
the ruins. Looks for the ruins
good
to
to
read
me.
ruins.
Yeah, let's go about ruins. Yeah, the ruins.
Ruins.
You know what? I've realized I'm
Anything
not the
else?
note. Nope, I think we're good.
All three of
I
us.
think
Good.
that's good.
Yeah. I just realized that are any of you guys the note takers in your groups? Because I'm not.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, hang
Ian
on.
is a note.
No. It's what groups. That's
Yeah.
the correct. In my game, yes, I take often. I never take notes during a game. It has given us a brief one here. Leteth, you attempt an animal handling check. It has given you advantage thanks to Rev's
Yay!
assisting.
All right.
Go
let's do
team.
that. Go team.
So
All right.
we will get a
Perfect.
roll there, and it has asked
Okay.
Val, as I cast light on my staff, I illuminate the entrance of the ruins, and as the light floods the area, I begin to see ancient runes that are carved in the stone walls. I attempt to
Ooh.
decipher them and glean information about the ruins that lay ahead. I roll a Arcana check. Oh, that's very
Nice.
good. It's a 19 on the dice, and I know that my score is +6, so that is
Oh
a
wow,
25.
25. That is
Best
freaking
roll.
awesome. And did you do advantage there?
I did. I rolled with advantage and I got 15 both times.
Oh, you're kidding.
So, yeah. So
Awesome.
that is clearly the
Rating for
roll.
advantage.
I'm going to go with history because I want it to flavor it as a historical thing rather than a magical thing. I don't want to deal with
Yeah.
Yeah.
shenanigans.
yeah.
That sounds cool.
I-
That sounds
The
cool.
Funnily
wizard.
enough, do
The
you
wizard
guys do
doesn't want to
this?
deal with the magic.
Exactly.
Well, I want to deal with the history. I'm interested in that.
But do you guys do this? I always ask, would you like to, if you want to glean this information, you can roll that. If you want to glean this, you can do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I do the same
yeah.
thing.
History to glean.
Gleam?
the
Gleam with an
the,
N. We could also gleam the
uh,
history considering that you've lit up your
purpose
staff.
of this.
But I think we worked out last
place.
time ChatGPT is pretty good at figuring out context when we get the spelling slightly off.
Mm.
Yes. It
Yeah.
you really do not have to be careful at all. It's really
Yeah.
good at knowing what you
Picking it up,
mean.
what you intended.
So what did you guys Leteth's
Got a 15.
roll?
15 total?
15 total.
'Cause
14
just
on the
so you know,
dice. Yeah.
So just so you know, you've got. I just realised when I was doing survival earlier, I believe survival
Mhm.
works as well. As a ranger, this is my jungle
It's
is
your
my
favourite
actual
to attack.
environment.
Yeah.
So that means I should got an extra 3 to that, but I'll remember that.
Ah.
from now on. So keep
Okay,
Nice.
good to know. Good to
Yep.
know.
But this is what
It
happens
should
in
know
games,
that.
right? When you've
I
got a new
know.
character, you're like, oh
Still
yeah, I
fun.
was meant to have this. All
Yeah.
right.
See, again, we also now, even though that I've had the entirety of the character sheets in there, could we just let it know our dice rolls and it gives us the total amount? I don't really want to
I don't
test it.
know.
It's just not
Yeah, maybe not
we
this
could
time.
figure it out.
Maybe
All
another
right.
time.
It has
All
start.
right.
It'll go with me, and then I'll
Me
throw it
then. Yep.
Yep.
off. Okay.
So, of course, I have a keen knowledge of history, and it serves me well
Of
here
course.
as I examine.
It's a weird perspective telling the story from
Yeah.
I examine the runes in the walls. I discovered that the runes. Hey, guys,
Let's do it in first
Guys,
person.
I'm just.
guys.
I'm reading here that this seems to be a temple dedicated to a monkey god. known
Monkey
for his
god?
cunning and mischief. I know how coincidental.
Amazing.
Oh,
This is great. Keep reading. This is so good.
Yes, I
Okay,
can see here a grand story. It tells of an ancient artifact hidden within the temple, rumored to hold immense power. However, the temple was also a test with a series of challenges and traps meant to deter the unworthy. What are you guys up to?
Oh.
And then I just see you guys like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
maybe a little
Yeah,
banana or
I'm
like
like-
some rations
yeah,
out,
like-
like trying to like feed the monkey.
Yeah, the monkey is just like, we sort of teased it down from the trees. It's kind of run up my arm and is now currently playing with one of my ears and is just about, as you turn to like talk to us, it's just about to kind of like, and we kind of catch it as we all like look at you.
Amazing.
So with Rove's assistance, I do manage to connect with the monkey using a friendly and gentle approach and kind of untangle my hair from around it. Monkey, sensing no harm, becomes curious. It seems willing to communicate and might be willing to offer guidance or assist in the temple. And as I sit there patting the monkey, I'm like, monkey god? This is a monkey. Maybe it's
This
its
is a
god.
monkey. Maybe that is the
Um,
god.
Yeah, with newfound information as an ally, your party is now better equipped to explore the ruins. The entrance leads to a dimly lit hallway. Oh, I thought that the entrance was covered. Maybe it doesn't remember what it told us.
It said it was
um,
covered with a canopy of like trees. That's what I
okay.
remember reading. Mm.
So
Yes,
pull it
yeah.
back.
Okay, yeah. So entrance leads to a dimly lit hallway adorned with intricate carvings of monkeys engaged in various activities. I'm sorry for where my mind just went. You proceed cautiously,
Oh my
alert for traps
God.
on challenges that may lie ahead.
On the entrance of a temple, no less.
I know, right? Like, wow, this is really
I feel like someone maybe
progressive.
graffitied over it. And I'm like,
Oh my
how
gosh.
barbaric. No.
Move
And
on
I'm
from
just-
there. Move on quickly.
I'm just
Move on
imagining
quick.
Rev though, like pulling them aside and making his way through, and then
Okay.
we're both like still pushing it aside because we're that much
Yes, okay.
taller.
Here you go. I'll lead the
Onwards.
way.
Onwards and upwards.
Oh, thanks, Rev. That's really kind.
Ooh,
As we make our
Another
way
follow.
deeper
Thank you.
into the
Thank you,
temple.
Elves Revenge.
Look, as the hallway's opening up ahead into a large chamber, I can see 3 doors on the opposite side. Each door is marked with a distinct symbol: a closed fist, a coiled snake, and a gust
Stop
of
wind.
wind.
Ooh.
I'd like to spend
Mm.
a moment or two, well, actually, over the next 10 minutes. Is it 10 minutes?
Mhm.
Oh, as a
Yes,
a spell.
yes.
Yeah.
I was just
I
going to
am
say
going
it
to
even
cast
hinted
it-
at you doing do
Mm-hmm.
that.
I'll
Oh God.
Oh my gosh, I don't have
I'll
anything
start
that can help in
speaking
terms of
some
spells.
words as I'm talking
Yeah, what do
to
I
the
have?
monkey
Yeah.
and gesture some magical words to be able to start to speak to it and ask what it can tell us through Speak with Animals of
Ah,
what
yes.
lies within and what dangers we
That's
may
awesome.
face.
Mm,
So
I
I'll-
like that. So you can do 10 minutes doing that. Oh, that's
It's
a
actually an
risk
action.
because
I can do it with an action too.
Oh,
so I'll
cool.
do it with an action. Yeah.
I'm going to
Leteth,
cast Mage Armor on myself.
nice. Leteth is not good at patience. She doesn't sit very well. Like, and even walking through this corridor, she's kind of like dancing and jumping either side. You know, like kids when they're hopscotching between so each of the little paving stones or squares, she's like jumps on one and she jumps on the other one and it's like, this is fun. Matt, and then like sees a picture of a monkey again doing something wildly inappropriate. It's like, oh. Rev, have you seen this? Oh, you're concentrating. Sorry. Val, have you seen this? Look what this one's doing. Oh my goodness, I should sketch these down. I've got a friend back at the college who would love this.
I've just
So
jumped in
be
for you,
careful,
Jerry, if you
though.
want it as well.
Be careful. I'm sorry. Ian, what?
Oh, look, I've just described it for you in chat, so you can copy and
And the
paste if you
thing,
wish.
thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. I'll just copy that down. Let's be careful with that. They're very ancient artifacts. Thank you.
Oh, it's fine.
much
It's
again.
fine.
What's what you have
well,
there, Teth? It's fascinating.
Yeah, like look at this. And like sort of like touch some of them and go, wow. And like point to the monkey and say, look.
Monkey, is that your name? Is that?
Oh yeah.
What does that? What's
What's the monkey's
signify?
name?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't speak monkey.
Yeah.
I can talk to monkey and like I can talk to these vines, but I'm so I may have missed those classes where they taught how to understand. Like I went to the communicate classes and then I got a little bit bored, which wasn't my fault really. Like there was some dancing happening in the city square at the time and it was so exciting. So I just didn't, yeah. But if you find out the monkey's name, she says, coming back around to the point, I'd love to know it.
Oh,
All right.
it's Kiki.
as we cast the speak with animals, you've noticed that I start speaking in strange and start moving very strangely to imitate the monkey in a way.
Man,
I
that's
said,
so good.
Its name is Kiki. It's telling us something about the temple. There are various traps and challenges designed to test the intellect, the strength, and
no.
the agility
That's me.
of those seeking
Oh, sorry.
info. Kiki doesn't know the specifics of each door. She says they represent different aspects of the monkey god's personality. The closed fist represents strength, the coiled snake represents cunning, and the gust of wind represents agility. Oh, that's great.
Oh, great. That's nice. Val, does it look like anything when you cast mage armor? Like, do you glow or basically
It's
anything Lieutenant can get?
Yeah, it's effectively like a magical ward that I cast in the air. So it's a complex symbol. So I use my spellcasting focus, my staff to kind of like radiate a magical kind of like field, and then I incant into it with symbols, and each symbol kind of like pops up into a sphere, and then that sphere kind of just like overlays around me, and that's a little bit of a
Nice.
bubble around me.
Kiki, how good is that? Man, Val is so clever.
Very cool. Well,
All
I can
right.
keep talking. I can keep
I
talking.
got the
to
name is
Kiki
Kiki.
for-
Now we must decide what to
back to you.
choose. And remembering the
I feel like
importance of
between the
teamwork
two
and
of you,
friendship.
agility is really quite duly covered. I can't contribute much to that, but I really think that at the best 2 out of 3 kind of strategy, I don't want to say that
Well, I mean,
strength and agility, cunning might not. I don't know. We are very cunning.
well, I
I
mean,
think
you
you
guys
might
are.
be.
Mm,
You might be, I think.
yeah. It might have been
well,
my
with
dumb
your
stat.
knowledge and your great age, you surely would be very cunning.
I can be, but I think our agility is really where we're going to be covered the most. I'm still agile in my old age for an elf. I'm just, well, as good as a human, some would say.
Well,
Not quite as good
don't
as an
talk
elf.
down to yourself. Come on. It's okay. You're much
Yeah.
better than a human.
Then let's do
We'll
it.
work through
I feel like I've got a bit of movement in my bones. Let's agility. Do we
Agility, sure.
take the
Now,
wind door?
Like, and it's okay. So I don't want you guys to feel that I am, putting myself forward or over you, but I do feel maybe I should go first. I'm a little bit sprightlier, and it's kind of fun. I like doing flips and tricks.
Oh, I'd love to see what you can do because I know how like
Really?
flippy and tricky you are. You should give it a go.
Awesome. So I backflip across to the door with the wind on it. Like they do in that saying, fink, 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 fink. And finish it up with like a double layout.
And
Nice.
God, I hope there's no like weight activated traps as I like land on one. Oh, I'm going to do it. I want to roll an acrobatics check just to see how well I do that. because
Go
that
for
I
it.
think would be fun.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, so I got 19 on the dice for a total of 28.
Oh my god, 28.
Yeah. Int might have been my dump stat. Dex was not.
Like an arrow,
Rev,
and I
I'm-
will.
Hmm. I'm going to
I will
cast
just prepare.
a
Get us
quiver of.
ready.
I'm going to cast fire arrows on your quiver, or should I
Ooh,
wait?
cool.
I think
That's a
wait.
concentration that I have to hold for an hour.
I'll say, that's awesome, but hold it for now, because what I'll do,
Okay.
we'll wait and see if there's any danger first.
I begin
if
kind of
so,
like I wave
I'll wait.
an aura over your quiver and I start the incantation. I'm like, oh look, I'll just and I quickly dust it away like chalk, and I'm like, I'll do it later. It's a good idea. A bit premature.
Looking forward to it though. That looks awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
Knocks and
Ready.
arrows.
I'm ready
Nice.
just in case any danger.
Just in case. Nice.
All right.
All right. I was just talking about stats. So Teth had int and wisdom as dump stats, which when you're level 5, they're not dump stats. But so she is a little bit annoying and doesn't always pick up on it that quickly, but doesn't mean any harm. She's so friendly and cheerful.
I have a feeling she might be the strongest out of the three of us for sure. I'm pretty sure.
What have I got on
I think
strength?
so. Right.
I've got a +2 in
Well,
strength and a +3
I
in
hope it's
dex.
good. Because the party discusses the significance of the doors, and eventually we choose
As we did.
choose the door of the gust of wind, representing agility. Lieutenant flips up to the door, gracefully landing in front of it. Val stands back, ready to react us with a spell if needed, while Rev knocks an arrow, prepared for anything that might emerge. Lieutenant reaches for the door handle. A sudden rush of wind bursts from the door, forcing everyone to brace themselves against the powerful gust. The door swings open, revealing a long, narrow hallway with various obstacles, including pendulums, swinging pendulums, no less, narrow ledges, and pressure plates. Ooh, it's clear that this path will require a combination of agility and teamwork to successfully navigate.
Oh,
How will your party approach?
Latette's eyes just light up. She's loving this. Guys, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, I've got some ideas, but how about you let me know what you want to do and we can work them together.
That's awesome, Leteth. I think this is fantastic. I'm happy to go first, but if you want to go first, I can go after. Or if you want to go, Val, I can wait to last. Either way, this looks fantastic. Happy to test or be whichever way. Who'd like to go first? I don't know.
Well, how about why not? Why don't I go first? But we kind of, in case one of us falls, why don't we tie ourselves together with a rope? Why don't we put let's put Rev in the middle. No, Rev's smallest.
I'll go last.
You put last,
first,
and then
if you want.
If you want to go first, this is kind of my thing. I really like this, but I don't want you guys to feel that I'm doubting your abilities. I totally believe you could do it, but I'm just kind of excited, and I think this would be a lot of fun.
We're fine. Are we, Val?
Okay.
We're fine.
Yes,
Cool.
I'm preparing a floating disc to bypass all of these traps and obstacles in the most intelligent way. You're more than welcome to join me.
Val, well, you guys can jump on the disc. I really want to have a go at this. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Well, how about this? If you go first, and Val's going to go second, at least you can check because you're very dexterous, and you should be able to. We can see how things are. So that means, Val, if you go next, we know what to expect. And I've got some moves, so I can actually come up and help support if I need to, and I can bring up Red. We should
That's
be
a
okay.
great
I'll bring,
idea.
Kiki with us.
Yeah,
wanna take
you
Kiki
better look
with
after
you?
Kiki. I kind of want to take Kiki with me, but I don't want to get Kiki in danger. So maybe Kiki can stay
You
with
go-
you just for this once. Yeah.
And I'll keep
I'll
talking
go
to
first.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay with me, Kiki. Thanks. This is great. All right, so Rev will bring up the rear and ask Kiki if it knows anything past this hallway if we get through.
Yeah. Take an acrobatic approach. Whee! Yes. Furbolgs are joyful creatures, Hatter. Just love everything.
This is great.
Tess, you want to take this one?
Yeah. I'll go. As I leap forward, displaying acrobatic prowess, carefully navigating the swinging pendulums and jumping over the pressure plates. Val follows suit, using his intelligence to deduce the best path through the obstacles. Okay, you just got railroaded. Rev, taking up the rear, stays close to Kiki. Rev
Kiki.
asks Kiki. Yeah.
What do you expect in the whole way ahead? Really? Kiki's saying many adventurers have tried to pass through here, but few succeed. Ooh. Watch out for the pressure plates. Okay. On the floor, please, guys.
Kiki says that as I flip over two of them.
Nice.
They trigger hidden traps like darts and pitfalls. Ooh. Swinging pendulums can be timed and avoided. Okay.
Yeah.
He's saying they require some agility. And he said further down, there's a section with narrow ledges. We're going to need some teamwork there.
Yeah.
Good luck. Oh, thanks, mate. He's wishing us luck.
What?
Thanks.
Thanks, Kiki.
I love how this is like, we said at the start we wanted to emphasize teamwork, and it's emphasizing teamwork in just a very kind of like hammer approach. Hey, don't forget teamwork.
Just very sure. Okay.
All right. And it's also a little bit interesting out of order the way it's set things. Like I would have read that first paragraph as I would have gone through.
Yeah. It's also left it very open-ended. It's not really prompted us to do anything. We could just immediately ask us, okay, like what's the challenge here? Don't leave it open-ended.
Yeah. Because we are helping to create the story in a kind of a way that we're choosing which ones we face, and so it'll then describe it.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess we go in the order it's presented, maybe.
Okay. Well, the pressure plates, I wouldn't mind just floating disc it. But as you said,
I'm just going to flip over them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to cartwheel over them. Actually, let's do a cartwheel and a layout. Letets does a cartwheel and then a layout over the pressure plates.
Okay.
Because what's the point of being a gymnastic kind of character unless you're going to do it?
And I will use combinations of hops, skips, and jumps to get across acrobatically as possible over the pressure plates.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do what it says. Val uses his reasoning and looks for a pattern in the floor tiles. See what it asks.
See what it's got. A chest filled with grace and confidence. Oh, look at that. Oh, should we roll? Probably should have rolled to see whether we successfully
Yeah, you
did
see,
that,
this is where it has not. We can just ask it. Give this to us again.
Yeah.
Please ask for rolls.
Yeah.
Hone it down, make sure it stays on the path. All right.
Yeah.
It's decided we're facing the narrow ledges.
An acrobatics check. Here we go.
All right.
I will make my acrobatics check.
All right. Apparently, we're doing the treacherous ledges now.
Okay. That's fair.
We've
already decided because it already kind of did the thing with the pressure plates. It's like, okay, well, you did that, and now we're gonna do it again. But now I'm gonna ask you things. Okay. Yeah. So it's given us very clear guidelines.
We did ask for that.
It's asking for our specific abilities.
Interesting.
Rev, it's asked for athletics based on your description, even though you did say dexterously.
It's putting us into those three things.
I feel like as a DM, I would also just I rolled a natty one.
Oh,
okay.
Well, I got a 19 plus 9, so I got a 28.
Just roll dex and we'll
got a
go
natural
with it.
1.
You're kidding me.
God. We should have just gone on the floating disc. Why didn't we just do the floating disc? But the floating disc was there. It was the thing that we could have done.
I mean, the floating disc, I imagine, is just sitting there, just like, and I know that's not exactly how it's just floating there as we try to go through, and it's almost like it's trying to go, guys, it kind of like bops gently into the walls.
No, this is the ledge, my dudes.
Oh, boy. They find themselves safely on the other side. Incredible acrobatic skill. Ta-da! Oh no.
I focused on irrelevant detail and faced it. Okay, it's mixing the two
All right.
responses now between the tiles and I mean, I suppose I could be watching
Yeah.
the tiles on the ledge for weak tiles, but
Yeah.
obviously I got too hung up on it.
Yeah. So attempting to analyze the pattern of the tiles is unsuccessful.
Oh god, we need two
Focuses
deck
on
saves.
irrelevant
Oh,
detail
no.
to
We
discern
need
the
to
correct
make
path.
dexterity
Lieutenant
saving
now.
Oh my
throws.
god, it's a
wait,
19
can I help?
on the
Does it-
dice.
So me now safely on the other side can attempt to help the both of you by offering guidance or support. Oh my gosh, I've got bardic inspiration. I
Yeah, I
yell
was going to
out.
say, you haven't been
Yeah,
inspiring
I
us,
do a
I just
little
realized.
dance. I know. I do a little
Definitely
dance.
write that first. Write
Yeah.
that first. Yeah.
Well,
Who do you give
Lateef,
it to? I've got
um,
+7. I've got +7.
Okay,
on
I'm
my
going to give it
dexterity.
to Val then.
Okay.
Okay. Well done, because you didn't. Yeah, I don't think you knew what I actually rolled, because I rolled before we did that, but
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I rolled very well,
Yes.
so that's fine. You give it to me because
Yeah.
you wouldn't have known, but that's
I
fine.
wouldn't have known. I do a
Um,
little dance.
Belle
You got
rolls-
this. Oh my gosh, it's like it's finger guns.
that a D4?
That's my bardic inspiration. It's a D8.
Oh,
D8.
shut the front door.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Level 5.
All right, so
And
Val
I'll even
rolls
remember
25.
to mark it off. Nice. You
Damn,
made
you
that.
beat me.
What you
I got
get?
23.
I feel comfortable about these deck saves.
Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
as Hada says, do a little dance, make a little song, inspire you both. Dun, dun. Inspire you now.
Beautiful. And with that bardic inspiration resonating throughout the chamber, both Rev and Val find the determination and focus needed to recover from their missteps. Bolstered by Latette's encouragement, Rev swiftly regains their footing and hops across the remaining ledges, while Val finally discerns the pattern of the tile and confidently navigates his way to the other side.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, you are
Uh,
helping, Hada. You are.
With
Thank you,
the-
Hannah.
All of us
Yes.
safely on the other side. Thank you.
We did it.
Kiki follows suit, just, swinging from
Okay.
ledge to ledge using her agile
completely
monkey
ignoring it.
moves.
Nice.
Monkey in a
Oh, she's
monkey
female
temple,
now.
you know, that's
The
it.
Kiki's now a female
Uh,
monkey.
Apparently. The group proceeds to further enter the temple, their eyes peeled for any additional challenges or obstacles that lie ahead.
Mm.
Rushing water, we hear. Up ahead, the passage.
Do you guys hear
opening up
that?
into a chamber.
Sounds
I
like
feel
water.
centered. I need to
I
go
need
to the bathroom.
So do I. Do you guys get that too? Oh my
I get that
gosh.
as well.
I'm sure there's little niches along here we can all choose from.
perhaps-
True.
A
Yeah,
rickety-looking bridge that crosses the water. There's a door on the other side. If I'm not mistaken from this distance, all the way down this chamber, I believe that's adorned with the symbols of water and earth. How
Oh my gosh, you've
peculiar.
got great eyesight.
I know.
Are those like elf eyes?
They are elf eyes, strangely enough. I wear the glasses for dramatic
Wow.
effect.
Love it.
I'm definitely going to chat to
Um,
Kiki to see if he knows
Yeah.
anything about what's beyond that door ahead.
Smart.
I'll tap in.
Oh, and Jacko Boom, thank you so much for the follow.
Hello, Jacko. Boom.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you. Yes, do I feel, does Latethe feel jealous that Kiki is spending more time with Rev? No, she doesn't. She just wants everybody to be friends.
Is Kiki male or female? Did we work out?
Kiki's female.
It is,
So
it is
using
said
using
she
she.
uses her agile monkey
Nice.
moves.
Yes.
What's on?
I also noticed interestingly that we didn't say what our pronouns were to ChatGPT, and it's saying there for all of us, which is quite
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, hold on.
Good on you,
Sorry.
ChatGPT.
But Seth, what would you like to do?
Oh, that's true. There's a rickety looking bridge. Now, Latethe is pretty excited after, making her way through that corridor.
Yes.
Wisdom and intelligence are not really her strong points. So it's entirely possible, caught up in the excitement of getting through that corridor and seeing you guys manage to save yourselves, she's going to go, come on, guys, let's go, and run across the bridge. It feels on brand for her.
Okay.
I've
Chases.
typed mine in for you, Jared.
Got
so
it.
you can check
Yeah,
there.
saw that. Thank you.
Yo, Jacko. Boom.
Chases ahead to see what's. I'm just going to say what's ahead.
I believe in you. Be
Yay!
careful, but rock.
Yeah. Thanks, Rev. You're the best.
Kiki sends her best.
Okay. It has immediately asked very cleanly, and Val rolls an investigation check to check for the water. And Teth rolls a perception check as they scout ahead, and Rev attempts to communicate with Kiki.
I'm
It
glad
hasn't
it
asked for a
wasn't an
specific check there, Rev.
I'll do an
You
animal
just-
handling. I'll do an animal handling. I think.
Nice.
Agreed.
No, I'm perception.
Oh my god, the rolls are fluctuating top and tail.
Oh
was a
no,
2.
that's bad. I
Ooh,
got a
17.
4.
Oh goodness.
I'm falling down this bridge. Oh my goodness.
Investigation is probably pretty good. I'm going to assume I've got like at least a 4 there. No, probably a 5.
I can look at your sheet if you like.
Teth, please.
You
what did you roll now?
I got a 4.
And Rev rolled a 17, I want to say.
You've got a
Well, hang
plus
on,
3 on
I'll let you know
investigation,
what I've
Val.
written.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay.
Can't seem. Oh, okay.
Okay. I
I've
can't
got
seem to
an
find
idea.
anything
I've got an
unusual
idea.
or interesting
I've got
about the water. Yes?
Unless
Have you?
you've typed already for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've already done it.
Got it ready.
Oh, okay.
I've
I just said something.
I just wanted to give it the rolls and see what it narrates for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm so excited, focused on staying quiet. I don't notice any significant details either. I'm doing that, the don't be suspicious, but I'm
Oh.
doing don't make a noise, don't make a noise, don't make a noise, don't make a noise, and don't actually notice anything.
I should have told you I hadn't added my bonus. I actually got 23, but we'll go with the 17.
Doesn't matter, you did really
Nice.
good.
Yeah. There is no
Oh,
bridge.
Kiki said something. He's like jumping up and down. She's jumping up and down, really excited.
Don't
She's
be so.
saying,
Oh,
beyond the door, with the symbols of the water and the earth, is a great room. It seems to be filled with
Okay.
plants and trees and some small streams. That sounds
Ooh.
great. Some
Guys!
sort of indoor jungle with a garden or something, maybe. She's seen it occupied by a few creatures. Okay. But she doesn't know what else
Ooh.
really else lies within. It could be another challenge at the
Right.
television store.
Guys, trees. This could be it. This could be my inspiration for my ballad.
Could be.
And you guys could be in it because you're here with me. This is going to be the best. Like, oh man, I can't imagine
This
2 other
could
people
work.
I would want to be doing this with. I just accidentally elbowed my poor dog in the head with my excitement.
Oh,
Excitement has its
no.
own challenges.
Yes,
Oh,
it
Papa.
does. Papa, I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
So
baby.
I will do the same thing with the arrow and the rope across to see if there's a way to put to make another rope. What do we call it before? Line,
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
safety line.
a
Yeah.
safety line across the bridge.
Yes.
I won't burn a spell just for this one.
Cool. And Tea and dog disadvantage. Yes, summon Papa. He's our good boy. Tea and dog.
And what I said before was I was going to see if Kiki would be able to head across first to see if she notices anything else about the door.
That's a good idea. I'm actually, because I haven't played with you guys very often, like not the 2 of you.
Mm.
It's interesting seeing people's different approaches to play.
Yeah, it is. It's really quite
Yeah.
fun.
I'm loving it.
Because I feel like as a player, you also have more space to look at that and kind of
Yeah.
reflect and communicate on it.
Yep.
I tried just then. I wanted to do that specifically because it says it's under speak with animals, you can also ask them to perform a small favor. So I
Yeah,
wanted to
nice.
check that out
Yeah, it's a good
I'm
thing.
going to say as a favor.
as a favor.
I'm going to say that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Leteth, what would you like to do?
Okay, so at the moment I'm just doing my little don't be noisy dance. So I think I'll just sort of I'll just continue scouting ahead. Oh, I'll follow Kiki right to the edge.
Okay.
I'll sort of I'll
Are you gonna
follow
cross
Kiki.
over anyway?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Kiki.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not the smartest
So
character.
Leteth.
Okay. I don't know what to do here.
What do you want to do, Val? Ready healing word? I don't know.
I don't have a healing.
You don't have healing?
I don't
I've
have a
got
single healing
Featherfall.
spell.
I do.
Great.
I've got a couple. I think I've got a couple. Actually, let me
Um,
check. Do I? I tell
actually
a
didn't take
lie.
healing.
I do. I've got healing word. So that's okay.
Okay.
I think I
good.
took one
Right.
healing. I decided that we didn't
Like how
have a
we
healer, so I
specifically
took
asked
one.
this to be violent and deadly.
Yeah,
I
and we've
know.
got
We
yeah,
know.
We
that
did
is
a
the
smart thing.
only healing spell I have. I could have taken what is it? Cure wounds, but
Yeah, me
I
too.
thought healing word was more on brand for like College of Eloquence and
Throwing some words at a
Yeah.
distance to someone to heal them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
but I am flavoring it because of the whole acrobat thing that it's a physical kind of thing.
Right. We're off.
All
Rev,
right, we're up.
take it away.
Yeah.
We all ready ourselves, getting ready for the challenges ahead, and I make another safety alarm across the bridge. Scout ahead, see if there's any clues as a favour. Tiff
That's my monkey sound.
clearly jumps ahead to scout around with Kiki, following her
Kiki!
across the bridge. I'm like, what? Okay. Val watches carefully while thinking about this place and his knowledge of such a puzzling temple. Yes.
As we scout ahead, we discover that the room is lush and overgrown. We made it through the bridge, just straight across. You know, it looks super dangerous. And we're like, oh, be careful. And we're just like, beep, 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 beep. As it runs straight across. The room is lush and overgrown, full of strange flora and even a few magical creatures. It appears to be a place designed to test the knowledge and problem-solving abilities of those who enter. Kiki finds a small, peculiar stone in the room covered in intricate runes. She brings it back to the group. Do you want me to
Immediately
keep
just
going?
picks it up.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah, picks it up. Val, using his arcane knowledge, examines the stone and the runes. You need to roll an Arcana check. Meanwhile,
rolled.
Rev and I stay alert, keeping our eyes open for any
I'm
hidden
going to
dangers.
type in response. What I do?
Yep. Well, that's cool. I love that we just got across. Here's this dangerous bridge. It's built up. It's going to be so dangerous. You've got to be so careful. Bridge?
We all
What
went
bridge?
there. We all
Yeah.
went there. That's the other thing is it seems to be like we're skirting on this. Like we haven't actually
Yeah.
fumbled and failed very hard yet. It almost dropped us. Obviously, it gave us the chance, like a normal dungeon master
Yeah.
would, to make a deck save, and we triumphed there.
Yeah. Smashed it out of the
I haven't
park.
rolled terribly well, but I like how it took your prompt of like, I would like to go scout ahead, and my prompt of, I just want to think about any times that I might have heard these sort of puzzles and these things referenced in my studies. And it's gone, okay, well, I'm going to make Leteth bring that thing back for
Yeah.
everyone to look at and to study, and then I get to use my abilities. It's really doing a good job at that.
Yeah. It is keeping the group together as opposed to the game we played before where it immediately split the party. Oh no, we've split the party. I apologize if you can hear the dog in the background. Dean Dog
It's
does
okay.
not like intruders. Hey buddy, it's okay. And somebody has taken the dog behind my house. Get up. It's okay, buddy. You're okay. Hey. It's okay, buddy. Come
Here you
here.
go, mate. Here's what I have.
Okay.
All right, what do we got? Shares the information. Got a 12.
I
Okay.
didn't
I
spell
love it.
danger very well, but anyway.
We'll know
Alright, do you
what
want me to-
we-
Do you want
yeah,
me
do
to
you want
read
to chuck
this out?
something in as well? Oh, yeah. Do you want to read
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
going to
Okay,
actually, yeah,
s-
read that first, and then I'll
Yep.
put.
So
Resin.
Val manages to decipher some of the runes on the stone. He understands that it's a key to solving a puzzle within the room. The stone suggests that they must interact with the specific plants in the room in a specific order to unlock the door leading further into the temple, which you kindly share with the rest of the group. And we decide to search for the plants mentioned in the runes. Rev uses his knowledge of nature to identify the plants, while Leteth uses her keen perception to spot any hidden details. Rev and Leteth, please roll a nature and perception check respectively.
So sick.
Oh,
That's
and you know how we were saying about that hit over the head of the hammer? As the group works together to solve the puzzle, they can't help but feel a growing sense of camaraderie and unity in the face of this challenging temple.
Oh my god.
On rails. Yes,
Wow.
Doggo murder attack
Temple
style.
on rails.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of cool though. Yada, where you going? Being dog.
Okay. I've got Rev's next response here.
Nice.
Well, you guys need to roll a nature and
Oh, I
perception.
do need to roll a nature and
respectively.
perception check.
My nature check comes to 11.
Perception. All right.
Okay.
Ooh,
Not the greatest roll.
I guess
My
I'm just
perce-
pointing things out and getting you guys to go and fetch
Yeah.
them, and it's the.
I mean, that's finding
What's the
very,
thing
that's
where they have
very
to go and
wizard.
find-
Sounds so
This
right.
is like a classic thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? In like Harry Potter or something, where they have to like go and find, they run off into the
Yeah.
wilderness to find the
Yeah.
the
Fetch quest.
flower or whatever it is.
Fetch quests.
Yeah, it's Yeah. Leteth, how we
Classic
do?
fetch quest. I got a 19.
Very cool.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. Come here, buddy. It's
Okay.
okay.
Is there anything else we
Okay
need
with
to
the
add? Okay.
Mm.
I'm just going to add some flair to this.
Bits. A little bit of
Please
flair.
give us
Always like a flair. Harry Potter and the figure it out. I love that.
32.
Nice. Hey, buddy.
It's so real.
Here you go. Good boy. Everybody, can you see Dean Dog's tail? You can see Dean Dog's tail.
I like that. Yeah, nice one, Jared. That's really cool.
I just wanted to keep it on tone. Well, you see, we've reached a cap. Yes, we come back.
Right.
Having taken an opportune break. Yes, we're diving in. Taking an opportune break because my responses of GPT-4 ran out, so we've defaulted to the default model, and for some reason it seems to be leaving this up here for you to read. Its capabilities and its own stats. So the Dungeon Master has its own.
The Dungeon Master would like you to rate its performance.
However, my plugins will still allow it to write in a friendly and creative tone. So we've asked for a brief recap for those of you who haven't joined us for the first half, and then it will continue on. I want it to just check on its own responses, and there will be a mix of our creative responses and some technical GPT sort of LLM jargon as we move forward. But we're keeping it as a story, are we not?
We are. We're not.
So,
not.
How are we feeling about the adventure so far? And are there any specific types of challenges or encounters we're hoping to see in the rest of the adventure? I feel like we've come back after a week now. Like we've done a session.
Feels like that.
That's what I'm kind of role-playing while role-playing in my head. I'm role-playing a role player.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular you two would like to see in this?
I wouldn't mind a combat. I wouldn't mind having an encounter, a combat encounter.
And I wouldn't mind it being against one of my favorite enemy, which is undead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, I'm just going to say against Rev's.
Oh, yeah, because you fed it its
enemy. Let's see if I fed it that.
Character sheet. Yeah. Let's see if it picks it up. Yeah.
Or I could just remind. I mean, as if you wouldn't expect the DM to know that. Let's be perfectly fair. So I'm not going to challenge it because I don't know for sure that I fed it. If I had, I would ask it to not hallucinate that. Make sure
Have you fed your ChatGPT? No, I think that's good.
Anything? No, we just start with that.
Let's go. Let's go.
I reckon that's it. Yep, sounds good.
Oh my God, I just read that again and it sounded like, but we want combat against Rev's favorite
oh my gosh,
enemy,
it does
undead.
Actually, yeah. Let's hope it interprets it the correct way.
Okay. Glad to
hear.
hear that you're enjoying the adventure so far. Be sure to include some combat encounters for you. Based on Rev's favorite enemy being undead, I can definitely add some undead enemies for you to fight. Before we proceed with combat, I want to check in on the pace and length of the adventure. We have about an hour and 20 minutes left. Oh my God, that's creepy.
That's great.
Because
we told
I did
that.
say an hour 15. So it might have taken in our little 15-minute break, and that's pretty wild. I want to make sure that we can wrap up the adventure in a satisfying way. You're all okay with the pace and length so far? And do you have any suggestions or preferences for how the adventure should end?
No, I want to see what happens.
No, I want to be surprised.
No.
Yeah.
Please surprise us as you have been doing so far. All right, let's go. Okay. We have to put in a little bit more work here.
Continue to surprise you. Nice.
Please begin.
The adventure.
Must.
See, I don't. Well, we'll find out if it understands that we've just turned that into a verb.
Oh no!
Okay.
We're straight into it. There's skeletons and zombies.
Oh really? Oh.
Okay.
Yes, it definitely.
We've definitively changed Dungeon Master.
Yeah. So the subtlety is perhaps not this particular language model's skill. All right. Okay.
All right.
It pertains to what happened to the plants. Can we ask it? What happened to the plants?
What happened to the plants?
Yeah.
We needed to find
We-
them.
Yeah. Thinking.
Oh my god, they're not there.
Oh
the
no.
DM's just fucking with us.
This is where the DM goes, no. And I'm sure
They
you've
have
done
been
this in your
uprooted and
games.
taken
Somebody
away.
says, oh,
no.
oh yeah, you know, like what happened to this thing that you mentioned a couple of sessions ago? And you're like, oh, it doesn't exist anymore. Oh well.
Oh, okay.
The plants that we were looking for are no longer there.
this
Okay.
Yeah,
is
definitely
rough.
doesn't beat around the
Well,
bush, Jacko.
That escalated. All right.
Well,
Okay.
all right. So as we enter the chamber, the puzzles are done, clearly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no, it says they've been taken away, and Rev has determined that there are some tracks from a group of undead creatures. Somehow you know that they're undead based on their sliding shuffle or something.
Yes, that's right.
That have taken the
Yeah.
plants for some nefarious purpose. What do we want to do?
Yeah. It was for my dog, but also I don't know if I have. Do I have anything that can work on undead? Let me see.
Mm.
Oh, I mean, I've got a sling. I can throw things at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
wait.
I'm gonna ready an arrow. I'm gonna cast quiver of. What is it? 5 arrows
Yeah, I'll ready my
Um,
arrow as well.
on Rev's
Quiver.
bow.
Concentration. Nice.
Yes, it is.
And I'll begin tracking the undead
Nice. Nice.
stealthily as I cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Very, very cool. Mateth?
I was looking at chat. Leteth would like to. Well, I don't really have any spells that are useful here.
Or your weapons? Or...
Yeah, I'm just going to draw my. Actually, I think I prefer undead range, so I'm just going to ready my sling with some pebbles. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Sharp pebbles, which may or may not. Normally I have a sling and I have magic stone, so
gonna
which
say.
is great.
Where
But I
magic
don't have
stone?
magic stone. I don't have magic stone.
Oh,
Oh my god, it just asked us to
unfortunately.
roll initiative. Okay.
my
Okay.
As the
God.
group continues
That
through
escalated.
the jungle, Rev's keen tracking skills lead them to a small clearing. In the center of the clearing lies a long forgotten temple entrance, shrouded in dense
Wait.
vines and twisted roots. Bust.
Hang on.
But. Yes? Hang on.
We've just been caught in some kind of weird time loop, weren't we? Inside the temple? Did we suddenly appear
We were
outside
in
the
ruins.
temple?
We were
We were
in ruins.
inside. Yeah.
We were in a temple of a monkey god.
Yeah, we went into the monkey god temple. All right.
This is the inner.
There's a,
We're not
there's a
anymore.
temple inside the ruins.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the massive vegetation surges towards the group, revealing themselves to be a group of vicious plant creatures. Val
Oh
quickly
my
notches
God.
an arrow, ignites it with magical flames, ready to provide a ranged. I like cast it on your quiver, and then I steal an arrow.
Nice.
Rev silently casts Pass Without a Trance, Trace, enveloping the group in a shroud of magical stealth. Leteth readies
His
his sling. It's decided with
Pronouns.
sharp stones, preparing to strike from afar. Roll
Okay.
an initiative.
Initiative. Okay.
Initiative.
Initiative. Oh, I've got good initiative.
16.
Oh,
No,
why
17.
are people
17.
Oh.
crackly? Somebody's
Oh, are we
crackly.
crackly? Oh, is it me? Am I crackly?
It is.
Ah,
I
okay.
don't know if that's coming through the strum.
Okay. I can
Yeah, I think it
test
is
my
a little bit.
the streams.
It's like a repetition of your voice.
Okay.
Or
That's
robotic.
weird.
Yeah.
Really?
I can hear it.
I can't hear it.
Really.
Do you want to just reconnect really
Yeah,
quick?
I'll just reconnect. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'll be back.
Okie dokie.
My initiative is
Yes.
17.
Well done, sir.
I just need to work out what I'm going to do. I'll probably lead forward. That's my deal. That's what I would do. Yes. So that's mine. I got 17. Val rolls a 10. Leteth. And what I'll prepare to do, I'll type that in.
Hello. Better. Fix it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. I just need to add your video source back in really quickly.
Here's mine. I've
Click on the
entered my action
button.
when it's needed.
There you're back. Well
I'm
done.
still here.
See how easy that was now that I set up
Hey.
that thing? So good.
We're back.
Wunderbar.
All right.
All right,
Would you
we are
get
here.
Leteth for your initiative?
I got 15.
Nice.
Yeah. Rev's going
Fine.
first, though. Nice.
Vain
Okay.
creatures. Fine.
Rev,
Why
take it away.
are you attacking?
I know.
Ah.
Oh, it's written quite a bit. Okay.
Oh,
So much for
okay. Yes, it
speeding.
has.
Yeah. Good.
As I
Yep.
scan
Alright.
the area, I spot a group of undead creatures in the distance shambling towards the party. I estimate there are about 5 of them, and they are slowly
5
making
on
their way
3.
toward the group. Val prepares his arrow and casts a fire arrow and Rev's quiver. Leteth readies his sling and shares some sharp stones. And some sharp
Mhm.
stones. The party moves stealthily thanks to Rev's pass without trace spell. As they move closer, we notice the undead creatures are zombies with rotting flesh and blank expressions on their faces, probably full of vines, which is why they look like plants.
Yeah, guys, these
Yeah,
guys
exactly.
stink. I don't think they're friendly. They smell.
They are
They're
armed with
nasty.
swords and shields as
Yeah.
well. They're moving slowly, but they're
man.
coming towards us. And as they're getting closer, they're moaning and groaning like zombies.
Grrr. I want to see your manager.
I take aim with Herbo and fire an arrow at one of the zombies. An
We're
arrow
sharing
hits the zombie
pronouns.
in the head. It doesn't seem to phase
We
it.
can just go
Yeah.
vague. We
Yeah.
can just go
Yeah,
neutral.
we'll just go vague.
We-
Yeah.
It doesn't know who we are, so let's just go
No.
neutral.
That zombie keeps moving towards us. Then to you, Val.
Take
Mm.
aim with my
Your
sling and hit another zombie in the head, knocking it down. So the arrow didn't do it, but the sling knocked it down. Nice.
Mhm,
So that sounds
Okay,
like 2
cool.
zombies are down. All right.
mhm.
ready
Zombies
to
are close,
attack.
close.
Oh,
They
it's
raise their
actually not
swords and
running the.
shields,
Yeah.
ready to attack.
Well,
Take another
they
shot
would have
at the
rambled
zombie.
toward
Ah,
in my mind, they're rambling.
Mm.
Let's do some theater of the mind. They're rambling
Yeah.
towards us so slowly. Like they only move 20 feet. I'm just going to get mechanical. They only move 20 feet per round. If we had
Yeah.
at least 40 feet between us, we get 2
Mm.
rounds without them being able to do anything.
that is true.
So
Unless they
yeah, Rob's
dash.
taking another shot. Yeah, well that's it.
Yeah.
Unless they just charge towards us.
Which they may not, because they may not
also-
see us because we haven't
yeah.
passed without a trace on us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I mean, obviously, the guy I stumbled bumped into another guy. The guy that you knocked down almost tripped over another. So we've slowed them down
Yeah.
even more, obviously.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, obviously.
They're
There's like stepping in each other and it's a wet squelch as somebody just goes through one of their compatriots'
They've
wrists.
just,
Yeah.
they've just been feeding. Val
hand,
fires
like-
another arrow. They raise their swords and shields, ready to attack. Rev takes another shot at the zombie, at a zombie, and hits it in the arm, causing it to drop its shield. You weakened it. Well done. Taking down
Yeah.
its
Nice.
defenders. I fire another arrow, but I miss completely. Apparently, it knows what we're rolling. Leteth grabs one
Apparently
of
it
the sharp
does.
stones and throws it at the zombie, hitting him in the head, taking it down. Leteth
Oh,
crushes
got
him.
a
Nice.
sling.
Should we okay, next encounter when it says combat, I'll give it some
Yeah.
some definitions and
We'll
some
get it to roll. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's probably,
Uh,
we've now resorted to the older model. So I think
Yeah,
ChatGPT
definitely.
4 is better. 3.5, I think. And we had this
it's getting
when we were
janky.
going through the last game. It's a little janky. It doesn't quite have that
Yeah.
flow.
Yeah, I get that too.
But that's cool. Still, it's doing, for an algorithm, it's doing really well.
Yeah.
It's doing wonderful.
I was hoping it would sort out with the primeval sense that I could
yeah.
use before, but because it didn't quite do that. So I think if
What
we
was it
use
supposed to
it
give you?
again, I was going to use my primeval sense. Primeval
know that they
awareness.
were
Sorry,
there?
primeval awareness to detect any undead or
Yeah.
supernatural
It
creatures.
did because remember, without us really
It said that
asking,
there
it said
are
that
undead.
you tracked and could tell that they were undead
It's
things.
okay.
Yeah,
What's
that's
wrong?
true.
It did.
Yeah, cool.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
crazy. All
We've
right,
still got
what do we
Pass
want
Without
to do?
Trace. Let's definitely say if it can refine so that we need to roll for our attacks, perhaps.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. We just had Jacko in that asking if ChatGPT was rolling D20s, and I've just said that it's writing the scenario. But yeah, like I said, it feels like once we reverted to 3.5, it became a little more janky, which makes sense.
Much more simplified. Yeah.
Yeah. But that is
Oh,
okay. It's still fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's interesting. Yeah.
I could,
Mm.
I could even spell it out for it and give it a template and say you will keep track of the initiative, put them in numerical order, yada yada yada, and I could really lock it in.
I'll be right back.
But again,
Okay.
all good. I don't know if 3.5 can quite
Yeah.
help. That's fine.
Not be too much.
I'll just say etc. For now, what do we want to do? For now,
For now, we will.
I want to use the stone. We never addressed the stone.
Yes. Look at the stone to see what markings relate to the monkey god and possibly the location of the amethyst eye.
Yeah.
Sorry, dog emergency.
All good.
I'll tell you what I was saying to Jared, because Jared particularly wants to look at the stone and see what we can use with it. I think yes. So
all right. Well, I will.
To how we will, how it relates to the monkey god, and if it can provide the location of the amethyst eye.
Yes, and I will keep watch and provide cover with my sling while Val does that.
And in the meantime, Rev then will be continually watching for danger and keeping our Pass Without Trace stealth up.
Alternatively, I could cast Thunderwave, which is a 15-foot cube originating from me. Of course, you guys are within that. So I could flip, trip, and skip into the middle of the zombies, 15 feet away from you, and cast Thunderwave.
Are there any more zombies now? I think they've gone. I think
they're all dead, are they?
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it says. We continue to fight off the zombies that our weapons striking flesh and bone.
That's right.
As the last zombie falls to the ground, we catch our breath and tend to our wounds.
Hold your thunder. We shall need it later.
I shall hold it. Yes. No one's hurt, so I shan't cast Healing Word. But if I was going to, I'd be doing it with a little dance.
Yes.
Brad, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, what I'll be doing is I'll be continually tracking looking for tracks or dangers, as I also keep our stealth up with Pass Without Trace.
Nice.
Here's the other thing. We also know that those are I've made a mechanical choice to choose the Warcaster feat in order to give me advantage on saving throws against Constitution concentration checks. It is never going to ask for that unless I specifically say, I have this in this specific situation. I need you to do that. It's not good enough yet to do that. We'll just note on that. I'm not trying to analyze this too much, but I've just realized something.
It's good to know the limits, though, I think, because that means you don't need to build.
Yeah, and I mean it's kind of fun, and it's in this exercise. I'm also realizing it's quite fun to test our knowledge and how much we need to give it as well, like how much we need to actually.
It's this kind of
as it would be.
It's this kind of meta approach to playing. Like we're doing this because we want to play, and we're having a ball. I mean, I'm having a ball. I guess you guys are, but it's also then understanding,
specifically curating the content that we're getting from this, which I love. Like yes and no, we are relinquishing a specific agency for the sake of the player experience. Okay.
All right. Inspect the stone.
I'll take the first one. We'll take it. We'll take each paragraph.
I pull out the stone that Leteth found earlier. And I begin to note, I thought, well, there was a symbol that I read when you brought it outside, and I've just realized here that there are some faint etchings that seem to depict a little bit of a story matched with the runes in this room, perhaps. I recognize that it's about the monkey god and how he was able to summon and control the power of the elements. As I see here, there is a symbol that resembles the shape of the amethyst's eye, except it doesn't reveal any more clues. It's too worn. Leteth, what have you seen?
I've sort of looked around, and I mean, I'm not really comfortable with where we are here because I've looked at some of these plants and they've been drained of life.
Oh,
I might just, if we have some time, I think I have. Do I have detect magic? I have detect magic. So if we've got a little bit of time, we probably don't. I might just
it's
burn a
asked
cell
us
slot.
to roll for
Roll for
initiative.
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 Oh crap! Because as
Oh.
you're looking for that, Letef, oh my god, my tracking skills have kicked in, and I can see there are some more of those undead footprints heading towards the temple entrance. Guys, get ready, and I pull out my bow.
I will not cast detect magic because I was going to cast detect magic. I sort of get halfway through my little like stretches, like okay, ready to go. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. I don't know if you guys can see this. The dog is trying to grab my attention by chewing gently on my wrist. Very cute. Buddy, no. Okay, well, I want to, what do I have that's kind of, oh, I've got heroism, eat metal, dissonant whispers, thunderwave and shatter are my most aggressive spells. Wow,
Alright, roll for
shatter
initiative.
at,
Terrible.
all right, terrible. Oh, not great. I'm 10.
Mm,
I have my name was 18. No, 22. My apologies. I was in that
Wow.
four.
We seem
Heading
to
that
do
four.
this. We're not like averaging middle rolls. We're getting usually a couple of really low rolls and then one high roll.
yeah. Okay, I've tried to prime it a little bit. Oh, hang on. It said it's speaking to me directly. As you inspect the
as
stone
you.
and keep watch, suddenly you hear a roar and a loud hissing sound. You turn to see a group of undead shuffling towards the darkness. Their eyes glowing with an eerie purple light. Rev, who was keeping an eye out, reacts quickly and shoots an arrow to the nearest one. The arrow hits it in the shoulder, but it doesn't seem to slow it down. The undead creatures move slower, and you can now see they're zombie-like beings with twisted limbs and rotted flesh. They lunge at you, claws outstretched. Rev being the quickest to react is first to take action.
There you go. Nice.
Can you see what I put in my chat? That's what I do.
I can and I will.
Hey, Hero Zone is raiding. Hello, welcome in, Raiders.
Oh, good.
Hello,
Thank you
Raiders
for
from Hero
coming.
Zone.
Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, hello.
Wow.
We are playing a game with an AI GM, and it has been madness, but fun.
It has been madness indeed.
Welcome, welcome, everyone.
We're about halfway through. We have currently commenced our second combat. Our first combat happened very quickly. We managed to defeat 5 zombies in the space of one narrative dump. We've now asked it to give us a little bit more control. So you guys are here at a fantastic time. If you have suggestions of what you would like us to do, please let us know. I am playing a Furbolg level 5 Bard, School of Eloquence. We have a level 5 Ranger. I'm sorry, I just blanked completely. And we have a level 5 Wizard. So we are open to suggestions. We have just encountered zombies.
Zombies.
And Rev is first to act. And welcome. Thank you all. Rev.
Welcome. Rev, I am a small turtle ranger.
Right.
I'm just about to attack.
Okay. It narrates everything and it's making rolls for us, apparently. So,
it's rolling for us. Okay.
Rev, would you like to narrate yours and then I'll take for Val?
Will do.
Nice.
I'll go with that. I held my action of slashing with my dual blades within reach of the enemies until they're in reach. As I prepare for battle, the 4 skeletons shuffling towards us. The first skeleton approaches me and tries to attack me with a rusty longsword. It hits AC 16, but mine is 17, so it misses.
Misses.
Rev's AC 16? It's not. It's 17. His attack hits him. Okay.
You
I'll
don't
take
know
7
you.
points of damage.
Just for everyone who's
Interesting.
watching, we have fed our character sheets. We does know our basic stats. However, we've had to resort because we fed it too many prompts in the first half in GPT-4, we have to use a slightly lesser model. So it's kind of fumbling its way through. It's doing the best it can. But we're just going to correct it, and we're embellishing and narrating everything along the way anyway. So, Rev, it does not hit you, but it is your turn.
However, I
swings
slashed
fast.
back as it came towards me. My first attack roll was 20 and then 14. Both hit dealing 12 points of damage and smashing it to pieces.
Smash!
Nice.
You get
And
it's
then
a zombie in your mouth. Sticky.
Shamble. And I spit it out.
Yeah.
And I pass over to Val, who is being shambled towards next.
Why is it
Ah.
Val's turn next? It's my
I
turn.
don't know.
I clearly
No.
ChatGPT has decided it's going to ignore
It's
initiative order, but that is
doing
okay.
whatever it wants.
It's doing its thing.
I rolled
Someone said in chat, the
abysmally.
AI has taken over. Let's go.
So thank you for the follow there, Bane TBC.
Thank you.
I have a skeleton shamble towards me. It swings at me wildly with a rusty scimitar. Its attack rolls for a 10. As we can see on my character sheet, it does not hit.
Mage
I have an AC. Actually, I have
Ooh.
armor
You have
class of
mage
10, but
armor.
I have got mage armor on. So that's not going to strike. That's fine. Val.
And while you're doing topping and Val's thing,
flex
the test.
blow, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just trying to find Hero Zone so I could shout them out.
Well,
But
sorry. Yeah, no. It didn't actually make it my turn. That was that creature's turn.
It was
missing.
its turn.
Yeah.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
yeah, it thinks my AC is 13, which I don't think it is with mage armor, but it does miss me. It answered
missed
the
you.
question,
I did answer the question, so it was go.
and it's not actually
Ah.
my turn. It's now Val's turn right at the end.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
now it is my turn. Fantastic. Awesome. Jared, can you give Hero Zone a shout out because I seem to not be able to?
How do we?
Thank you.
Where do we slash shout
So
out?
you should just be able to do in the chat. I will. What am I going to do? So Leteth really wants to use a spell. For anyone who's just joined us, Leteth is a bard, but she is an acrobat. So all of her spells are cast using acrobatics. Thank you so
Yes.
much for the shout out.
Acrobats fly
So
forward.
acrobats fly. If I had spirit guardians, it would be like just acrobats
Oh,
flying out of my
tons of
fingers. That
acrobats.
would be amazing. However, I'm going to use Thunderwave. I'm not
Hey.
quite sure. It's an area of effect similar to Fireball. I don't care how big the room is. No, I'm going to run forward as closest to the zombies as I can get, or the undead, and cast Thunderwave at 2nd level. Let's see if the
Oh,
chatbot
wow.
can do it. Yes.
Smasherama.
A first and
First
second.
First and
level
you first it,
spell.
and it was ready.
spell. Yeah, first and
First
yes.
and spell.
Sorry, I could have typed
Um,
that in.
No, that's fine. I'm going to
Yeah.
add mine in as well. The third and fourth skeletons, they are too far away to attack yet. Really? Okay.
Interesting.
Well,
Okay.
Our usual ranged attack. Yes.
I'm going to use an ice
Yeah.
knife.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Shot at
Nice.
the one in front of Web. I want to help you take him down while he's right in front of you.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, let's
Leteth, you
go.
take out a component pouch.
And then
What
pouch.
the
Oh,
hell?
well, it does in the rules says it does need to be components, but I'm
Oh.
using interesting. Okay,
Okay.
so I take out all right, I take out a component pouch, which is part of this very acrobatic kind of theatrical. It's like, ha ha. I mime it. I mime it. So as I pull out the component pouch, I kind of mime, and then I mime a box, and I open it, and the component pouch is actually a mimed component pouch. Mutter a few arcane words and sort of do a little bit of like clap like a cup dance, do, 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 do. And then this wall of force with a deafening boom, which, as is mentioned in chat, can be heard over 300 feet away. And all of the undead around him take 12 points of thunder damage. Boom. The
Wow.
ice knife hits the undead in front of Rev, shattering and dealing 10 points of piercing damage to it. And
Whoa.
the undead behind it takes 6 points of cold damage.
It
Didn't
knows
get
how
the
that
mechanics
works.
right.
Wow.
Yes.
Holy
All right.
shit.
The undead now move forward, groaning as they shamble forward. Too many forwards in that sentence, chat, just so you know. One attacks Rev and misses. Shoom. The other two move towards Leteth and Val. The first one attacks Leteth with a claw, but misses, while the second one hits Val with a slam attack
Ow.
for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Wow. Wow. I know. All right. Rev, seeing the undead closing in, strikes at one with dual blades. Do you have dual blades?
Yeah, that's my.
Hey, that's
He
awesome.
does. He's
Yeah.
a badass
Nice.
ranger.
16
now my
points of
turn
damage. Yeah.
Again?
Beautiful.
Did I not do it?
Again.
Okay.
Apparently it
Um,
decided that Ice Knife was not your turn. It is now your it doesn't seem to be that adaptive. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I
melts
cast
minute
melts,
meteors.
minute
See that he
meteors.
is. That's so cool.
Sick.
targeting the undead. Let's just add your turns because we may as well tell it everyone's turns. So what would you guys like to do?
Yeah. What do you do next, Latif?
Well, I wonder whether it's actually doing it because it seems to be we said it was my turn. We said what I would do and then said what you would do, but it counted all of that as your turn.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
counted all of
so
it as
let's-
your turn.
Oh, yeah. I'm still going to now rescue more stuff from Dog, but
Okay,
I can
Go
still
for
hear
it.
you.
Let's just see what this does.
Yeah.
All right. I begin to I again raise my staff and begin dotting and casting and sketching out the incantations of the melts minute meteors and throw this charged energy into the sky and a crackle of thunder and a flash of searing light as they begin being conjured out of the ceiling while we're in this underground temple ruin structure with all of these things here.
This underground temple structure, which is also a jungle.
Yes.
All right. 6 fire motes appear around me, and I can use it's actually telling me how to do it mechanically. I didn't even read that.
That is awesome.
I can use a bonus action, which I do, and I hurl one of the motes at an enemy within 120 feet. Or I feel like more the way I'm going to narrate it is as I pick one and I quickly summon one through the portal I've created. I deal 2d6 fire damage on a hit.
Oh, nice.
I will
On a
now
hit.
roll an attack.
cool.
I rolled. Okay, I rolled 8.
Interesting.
Ooh, I rolled a 13. 13 to hit. I may as well roll the 2d6 fire damage.
Yeah.
That's only 4.
Oh,
4
tiny.
damage.
I am really
on
noticing the
hit.
difference between GPT-4 and GPT 3.5. Just
It's
even
very
in this
different.
little time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fascinating.
It's very, very different. Yeah. 13 to hoit. It wasn't going to be toit. It was toit.
It's toit. It's toit.
Suddenly I've cast
Bane
Ice
noticed.
Knife again. Let's
Okay.
ignore that. 1d10 piercing and 2d6 cold. The undead. Yes, we know. We know. Thank you. Melts minute meteors. I launch 2 of them suddenly. 1 misses, but the other hits.
Okay. Bane.
I'm not going to say this is falling apart yet, but I'm
It's not
seeing
falling
things
apart.
start
It's
to
fine.
split.
It's moving in a different
Okay.
direction, and that is okay.
Okay, and it has not prompted. Rev, what would you like to do?
Yes.
I've typed in if you check my chat.
Oh, you're so
amazing.
good. Oh,
He's
I need to.
all
Did I
over it.
use my?
I am going
oh.
to be racing ahead, watching the minute meteors smash into the skeletons.
Oh,
If the
beautiful.
undead, if there's any still surviving, I leap in to slash those down with the dual blades.
Oh,
Okay.
that is so
You have noticed that
cinematic.
they've been weakened. What else would you go for it? This is
Finish.
all yours.
Oh.
Excellent. As soon as I see them, I notice they've been weakened by the previous attacks. Flames are burning them up as they continue shambling forward. The flurry of blades in a whirlwind, slashing around at the 2 of them in front of me. 16 damage to finish them off. I stare at
Beautiful.
them. Yes. This tiny
Wow.
little form with these blades taller than him. Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
The room falls silent, except for the crackling of flames and the sizzling of the meteors on the ground. As we take a moment to take our breath and assess the surroundings,
Ooh.
Val notices a carving on the wall depicting the
What's
monkey.
this on the wall here? There
What
used
is
to be a
that?
carving depicting that monkey
Oh
god
my
that we
goodness,
talked
Val,
about
you have
earlier.
got the best eyes. I mean, like in all of this stuff that's going on, you've managed to
Oh,
make
his
those
eyes
cute
do
little
serve me well.
fireworks. Your eyes, amazing. It's like, man, I'm so happy to be here with you guys. It's the best.
Oh,
I seem to have found a hidden compartment in the wall here, just behind all of these nasty skeletons and challenges. It would seem to be an amethyst stone shaped like an eye. I think we
Oh.
found it. Is this not what we're looking for?
I mean, we should ask Kiki. Oh, what happened to Kiki?
oh God,
Yeah,
is
that's
Kiki
right.
okay? Hang
Is
on, I'm
Kiki
just gonna
okay?
ask-
Then
Yeah, is
I'll-
Kiki
Red will
okay?
Just
ask-
what you would ask the DM is.
Yeah, this is exactly what I would ask. Forget the
Not
actual
immediately
quest.
visible. However, you hear some rustling noises from the nearby bushes. It seems like she might be hiding there.
Oh God.
AI DM, don't do this to
Kiki.
me.
AIGM.
Rev.
Oh wait, let me.
Gently,
Is anyone hurt? Is anybody hurt?
Yes. I don't think I've taken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that, shall we? We know we
cast
should.
Healing Word at second level. I'm going to cast Healing Word at second level. And what that means is I'm going to do another little dance. This is going to be a little bit like an Irish dance, so my upper body doesn't move, so I can like point at you guys, do a little tap. And then, cast Healing Word on you. So 1d4
Amazing.
plus 4. Let me see what you get.
And that's what I do.
Got it.
Look. You get 8 points back.
That's what I had. That's what I took. Thank you.
Yay!
Oh my God, beautiful.
That's amazing. Your acrobatic skills can heal. I love it.
I know, right? It's really cool. It's so much fun. No, Bane. Kiki has not fallen outside the chat's memory. Kiki is fine.
Oh, please, not between the cracks. That would be
Kiki. Don't.
Okay.
Not Kiki. Not Kiki.
Lateth, you cast a healing word. As you see Rev's wounds close up slightly, Kiki
that's a bit
responds
gross.
to Rev's slightly. No, you heal for full.
Yeah, you're fine.
Stitches together. Kiki responds to Rev's call and flies out from hiding, landing on his shoulder.
Wow.
Affectionately. Approaching, I approach you. Someone
You
approaches
approach me?
the amethyst eye and examines it closely. It appears to be a finely crafted gemstone, about the size of a human fist, with
Ooh.
various intricate designs etched on its surface. It emits a faint
nice.
purple glow, and you feel a pulse of magic emanating from it as you carefully secure it and prepare to leave the temple. As you make your way back out of the temple, you notice that the jungle outside has quieted down, and the sounds
Guys,
of
this
the
feels
animals
weird.
have disappeared. You feel a sudden chill run down your spine as you realize that something is not right. And suddenly you hear a low growl coming from behind you. And you turn around to see a group of more undead creatures led by a powerful-looking zombie lord approaching you menacingly. Roll for initiative. I thought we would get away with it, but no.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
PDG.
How much is this eye vibrating? What?
Within reason.
It's pulsing.
It's pulsing. Yes, I mean, that is
believe
a
with a
vibration.
heartbeat-like pace. All right, let's roll for
The Teth
initiative.
looks at Rev and is like, I thought you could sense these things.
I'm sensing
Like-
it with my eyes right now.
Oh yeah, that's fair. No, that's fair. I guess vision is a sense. Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm sorry, that was my bad. That was me. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit stressed, a bit tired. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Initiative.
Yeah, okay, you're typing in what we're going to do for it. I'll write
All right.
down
Oh my
here.
God, I got 11 for initiative.
Rev,
That's
12,
terrible.
22 for initiative. God.
Ooh, you're doing really well at initiative. This is Thea saying that, not Kika, not
Yeah.
Lateth. But Lateth
Yeah.
would say that. Wow, you're so fast. That's amazing. That's really good.
Yes, when you're asking about senses, I'm like, yes, indeed, and just right straight ahead.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I've got that. I think I'm going to have to. Ooh, what will I do?
What was yours, Rev?
Mm.
I got 22. I actually put it in chat. Sorry.
Whoa, got it.
You're good at putting things in.
Latesh?
I got
That's
it.
11. I got 11.
Okay,
That's
not
good.
bad.
I'll type
You're
in what
not
I do.
awful.
Hang on a sec.
Should we
All
just
right,
roll
I
for
will-
the AI?
I
Okay.
don't know. It seems to be able to sort out the initiative for the other opponents.
Well, it doesn't though. It's just kind of throwing them randomly. I'm just going to
Yeah,
say they
that's
rolled a
true,
4
yeah.
because I rolled
Okay.
the dice. Okay. Who wants to
Okay.
take this one?
I'm writing it
All
down.
right.
2 secs,
Okay,
and
as the
then
party
16.
regroups, they hear a low growl coming from a nearby patch of dense foliage. Rev, alert and ready, pulls out his bow and arrow, scanning the area for movement. Hope you didn't want to do anything else. Val quickly
Yeah.
casts Mage Armor on himself. That's
Again?
Already done that.
interesting. Did that.
Already did that. Did
yeah.
that?
Lateth readies
Couple
their
hours ago.
sling. Hey, I have other weapons. Lateth readies their sling, preparing to launch a projectile if anything comes their way. Suddenly, a group of 3 goblinoids burst through the foliage, snarling and wielding
hurt
crude
my- As
weapons.
soon as it was like, you see undead coming through, and I went, oh.
He went, I'm sorry.
It changed it up.
It's
It's like,
goblinoids
did I say
now.
it? I meant goblinoids.
Rev, quick on the draw, fires an arrow at one of the goblinoids, scoring a hit. Val follows
No.
up with a blast of fire from his minute meteors, taking out another
Minute.
goblinoid. Leteth launches a stone from their sling, but misses the target. As the goblinoids close in on the party, Rev draws his blades and launches a deadly attack, taking out the remaining goblinoid. I had a family! The party breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that they have survived another encounter. What happened to the zombie lord? Yeah, I know.
All right, Rev, what
Where's
would
the
you like
zombie
to do?
lord?
We're just doing this. We're gonna jank this a little bit. We have to respond a little bit differently. All right, Rev,
Mhm.
got your response. Leteth, what would you like to do?
Cool. Yeah.
All right, what am I going to do?
Can we say
I'm-
the zombie lord in my message as well? The zombie lord's group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it seems to have forgotten.
It does seem to have forgotten that there's a zombie lord. I mean, to be fair, when I've run games,
wanna
I
fight
have
a zombie
occasionally
lord.
forgotten about one of the enemies on the board, and I'm like, oh, they left. The church bells rang, and they had to go play bingo, kind of thing. Um,
Okay.
all right. Oh gosh, what am I going to do?
So you know what I'm
I-
doing, because I go before you, so you'll know.
Yeah.
Rev suddenly focuses his will and does this, pulls out a whole bunch of sharpened sticks between his fingers and does this,
Ooh.
and then flings them to the ground ahead of us, which basically turns into this huge spike growth that comes around the first
Oh,
group of the
cool.
zombie
Oh my
lords,
God.
That's awesome.
lead
That's so
pack
sick.
to try and slow them
Mhm.
down and damage them if they keep moving.
Oh, I
my
like it.
God.
I like it. I like
Wow,
it.
wow, wow.
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to add a little bit of flavor. Do you want me to write this?
I'm down
Leteth
for
is
it.
acrobatically, yeah. So I scoop up a small stone, put it in my sling, but I'm actually casting shatter. So this is the way I'm casting shatter. So I pull up the sling, I fire. Oh, actually, no, I look at the sling as I did earlier. Then I just throw the stone, which is what I did earlier, and point into the center of the zombie group, and I cast shatter.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
Oh my
which
God.
is a con save from them.
Nasty.
So we'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
My shatter is 3d8. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
I didn't-
Hang on, Mel's Meteor. Like, I would still have those up, would I? I don't know.
Yeah,
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Mel's
Okay.
Meteor is that a concentration? It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
but
can let
like,
it
I don't
go.
know what the duration is. Hang on.
I can check
I'm
it.
just going
We've
to
got
fling a
time.
meteor
I'll look it
at
up.
the.
Melf.
I reckon it's a minute. Oh no,
It
it's up to 10
is
minutes, but I feel
up to
like it
10
should
minutes.
be. I feel like it should be minute,
Oh my
like
God.
Mel's minute meteors. Oh my gosh, I want to run a
That would
I
be
want to run a
great.
spelling mistake D&D game, and it's things like you summon a
Okay,
Brad.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
But
Okay,
this is going to
between
be
those
like
combats,
Mel's
I
minute
don't.
meteor.
I'll
wasn't
cast it
10
again.
minutes.
Let's just say I cast it again. That's fine.
Okay.
All right,
Okay, we're going.
let's go. Let's see if the zombie lord respawns.
Okay. The spike growth spell causes the area around the zombie minions to become difficult terrain, and with sharp thorns and rocks piercing through their decaying bodies as they move, the minions howl in pain as they try to press forward. Leteth.
What do I? Let's just acrobatic round off. Impressively launches a stone towards the center of the zombie horde, which then shatters with a deafening noise. The sound waves hit the zombies with great force, causing some of them to collapse.
Okay.
Ah!
My minute meteor finds its mark. One of them explodes right in the zombie lord's shoulder. The undead creature grows in agony as it tries to fight through the pain.
Oh!
However, all the zombie minions, slowed by the difficult terrain, move forward clumsily, with some of them getting stuck in the thorns. One of them tries to
their
lunge at
arms.
Leteth. What are you doing so close, Leteth? With a clumsy swipe, but it misses by a wide margin. I was going to say, there is no way.
I'm
Another one
excited.
lunges at Rev, but smoothly dodges out of the way. It's now Rev's turn again.
Turn again. Ha-ha. You got it.
Are you typing? Should I take Leteth's?
I am. It's coming through in a
yeah.
second.
Leteth
let's go.
is... Oh, what am I going to do? I'm running out of... I'm not running out of spell slots. It's okay.
I'm not
Everything's
really
fine.
keeping track of my spell slots. We have about 45 minutes left.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, all
One's
right.
come
Well, I
through.
don't really.
I should
You
say
know
the
what?
undead. I said them. I should have said the undead. So if that can
The
change, that'll be
undead.
that. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I am going to. I wish that was a bonus action. You know what? I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
I am going to call up to the. Does Vicious Mockery work on undead?
Yeah. Psychic
Yeah.
damage. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
So
You have to be able
I
to
am
hear
going
and
to.
understand the
I
music.
don't know if it
Yeah.
needs to understand, actually. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's just string up, but it's all my magic is physical. It's physical humor.
That's physical comedy, as we said.
If
So
it can hear
I-
you, it
I
does
would
not
roll
need
it.
to understand you.
I do.
It does
I'd
not
roll
need
it.
to understand you.
So I am going to do a really offensive imitation of how the zombie lord moves. I'm going to be like, I can't breathe. I'm so dead. And cast Vicious Mockery
I love
at the
it.
zombie lord.
Oh, at the zombie lord, I didn't even think of that. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. Val,
Nice.
know that it's not
I'll make
keeping
sure
track.
there
How
is a
many of these
satisfying-
meteors have I used? I've used it 3
At
times
least
now.
3 or 4.
At least
Oh,
3,
you've-
yeah.
Is this
Okay.
the third one? Because you do a bonus one every round. So you got to,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then you can spend another one off every round, plus do something else.
Uses
Yeah, that's
me.
true.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Meet or
I'm loving that this is also like testing our
Um,
game knowledge as we're like, because
Yeah.
normally with a DM, and I know how I play, I've got D&D Beyond or some other reference open next to me. I'm like, oh, yep.
yeah, I need
Me
to.
too.
There's nothing else I can do while I'm concentrating on that, is there though?
If it's not a concentration, do you have any?
could I do a- I have a
cantrip?
cantrip,
You
I
can
could
do a
firebolt
Yeah,
cantrip.
you can do a cantrip.
Oh my god, I can
Firebolt
firebolt
yeah,
him as well.
firebolt him.
Fling a-
Holy moly!
Oh, that's going to look so
And
spectacular.
If you have you put Rev's action in? I don't know if that's come through yet.
No, I was waiting for you to finish it off.
Yeah, nice.
I've typed it in. It's all good.
A
There you go.
fire
Lateth is going to be
bolt
so impressed
from
with the
his
pyrotechnics.
stuff. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's going to be amazing. Okay. Rev leaps into the fray against his favorite enemy. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Ooh.
With his jeweled blades
Subtle hint.
to swallow them furiously.
Aha.
To slash, I'm assuming.
Swah.
Yes.
And not from my staff, from my staff. Away.
They suddenly shine into this staff like,
Stuff appears.
all right.
Okay. I'm imagining like this is like a small army of zombies. So
yeah, I'm
yeah,
the
thinking that
battle
too.
rages on. The zombie horde and the zombie lord start to dwindle in numbers.
Oh, right.
Let's
Nice.
vicious mockery seems to be having an effect on the zombie lord as it starts to stumble and falter. A meteor hitting the zombie lord
no,
again,
I'm
followed by a
falling.
fiery bolt from his staff that finishes off the weakened creature. Did we just defeat the zombie lord? I did sneak in a little bit of a. We have 45 minutes of play left. Make sure there's
Yep.
a satisfying conclusion
Fine
soon.
conclusion.
Um,
I saw that. That's good. Hey,
all right.
it's always good. All right.
Okay.
else?
So we just did a good
That's the
job.
last.
Okay. It's just wrapped
Yeah.
up for us.
Oh,
I read too
no.
fast.
Okay.
I read
Oh,
too
wow,
fast for
okay.
my own good.
As
It's
the
all
last
right.
the zombie minions are defeated, the group is
Yeah.
panting and exhausted. The immediate danger has passed. And we seem to secure the amethyst eye. Take a minute to catch our breath and gather our thoughts. Thank you, Kiki, for your help. You've been amazing. And
Well done, everybody. That teamwork was so good. Like, I think teamwork was one of our skills and one of our strengths. And I'm really
did good.
pleased with how that developed over the time.
I think we've all grown. Yeah, I think we've grown
I
closer
feel that-
together.
You know, we may have the amethyst eye, but the real treasure was the teamwork that we had along the way.
Aww.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
with
Bane's
everyone.
like, it ignores the scheduled session and continues on for a few more
Yeah.
hours.
To
Yeah. Ah,
the
But eager to
village.
celebrate to leave the temple, kind of feeling a sense of accomplishment and camaraderie. Great
I
days
feel so
together.
accomplished. Yay! But we do want to continue on a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get
back to
the
if
village.
we push on for 12 more minutes, I could theoretically get GBT4 back. So let's head back to our
Wow.
village, shall we? Our city, our town.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
For
Very
12
good.
minutes
Okay.
of
It's
downtime.
given us quite a bit there.
It's given us
Okay.
quite a bit. Okay, let's go.
Oh, wow.
Do you want me to grab
let's
this
just
one?
take.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it.
go
Yeah.
for it.
As the last of the zombies fall to the ground, you all take a deep breath, knowing that you've managed to survive another battle. Leteth's like, I was just wanting to write a song and do a dance. Rev carefully checks around, making sure that there are no more undead lurking in the shadows. Satisfied that the area is clear, he rejoins the group.
Yeah, he's the kid.
Leteth rushes over to check on Val, who had taken a few hits during the fight. Did you? She gently
must have.
heals him. She gently heals him with a touch of magic.
Yes.
And my touch of magic is to kind of, you know, those masseuses when they do the last little bit across your shoulders.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
like mine is like in a rhythm. It's like kind of like I don't know, some kind of like something in E. Anyway, you know that things. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, so you're healed. Val nods his thanks. You're welcome. Looking at the amethyst eye, feeling its power emanating through him.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, you've got the
Ooh,
power.
do you see like a glint of purple across my eyes?
I see purple in your background, actually. I think it's affecting. This is it.
Yay, we can
Yes.
see
I think
this.
it's there.
What?
With the artifact secured, you all make your way back to the village, where the local wise woman, Yara, is waiting for you. She takes one look at the amethyst eye and gasps in amazement. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes, she says, her voice hushed. The amethyst eye is said to hold incredible power. Legend has it that it was created by the ancient monkey god to protect his people from harm. Yara studies the artifact carefully, murmuring under her breath. Finally, she turns to you all. You have done a great service to our village by retrieving the amethyst eye, but its power is not meant to be wielded by mortals. I will keep it safe and make sure that it remains hidden from those that would use it for ill. She takes, so it went really blurry, and I got to read. She carefully takes the amethyst eye and tucks it away in her, and then it got blurry. But now I
In
can
a
see it's the
secret
secret chamber in her heart.
In her heart.
In your heart.
I don't trust this.
I read,
I don't trust this bee.
You have all proven yourselves to be true heroes. I am sure that your names will go down in legend, just like those who came before you.
Those who came before us died, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody ever got through the jungle.
Yeah. Val, I,
mean,
want
in
to
the
roll
grand
insight.
scheme. Yes.
things.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah.
We
I
all
want to roll
Val,
insight.
We're not
Val
paranoid at
assist.
all.
We're not buying this. This is not the satisfying ending we
Just
wanted. We are
roll.
going to continue.
Roll for insight for me.
Yeah. All right. Let me give an insight.
just gonna-
Insight.
I have to be a GM here.
Nat
And-
20!
Oh, a legend. And I was going to say, if you could roll, Rev actually
Ooh.
says in reply to her, I can type it in
Yeah.
for her.
No, I've got it. Go.
But everybody who came before us died. Are you saying that's what's going to happen to us?
Mm. Dun, dun, dun. I've got the Indiana Jones theme in my head for some reason.
I know. We did tell it to give us that sort of adventure.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Yep. Looking forward to this. See what comes out of this.
Well,
It's 6 o'clock and you can switch across. So
Yeah.
we'll see where it takes us from there.
I know. I almost want to just delay it. Who
Yeah.
are you, old woman?
Woman. Dun, dun, dun.
Decide.
Absolutely, Bane.
The fate.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Little item. This
Nice.
Cool.
should be taken to museum.
Yes.
New Spell Museum. Good enough.
NUSEUM.
Good enough. That's it.
Yep.
Got it. All right.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Alright.
Ian, do you want to take this one?
Right.
All right then.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
The old woman looks at Val with mists of defiance and fear in her eyes. You don't understand the power of the amethyst eye, she says. It's not just some artifact to be displayed in a museum. There's a power to control life and death itself. We cannot let it fall into the wrong hand. Leteth, with their insight check,
Mm.
can tell the old woman truly believes what she's saying, but there may be more to the story.
Mm.
It says,
Well said.
apparently I understand the gravity of the situation
Ah,
and we'll take it to the
Oh.
museum and ensure its safety.
Oh, okay.
okay.
The
You.
old woman looks
Okay, so we've
relieved,
obviously
but still-
convinced her.
Hesitant. Be careful, adventurers. The eye has a way of corrupting those who seek to use it for their own gain. With the amethyst eye in hand, the party heads back to the village. Along the way, they encounter a group of bandits who are trying to rob a merchant caravan. With the power of the eye at the disposal, I love this cutscene. The party must make quick work of the bandits and save the saves the caravan. Okay.
Okay, do we do it?
Yeah.
Apparently,
Nice.
what did
We
I don't know
run-
how the don't look at the eyes. It's working. That's it. That we just we arrive back in the village. The party is approached by the representative from the museum, who thanks them for their bravery and offers to compensate them for their efforts in retrieving the amethyst eye. Sure, we discuss and agree compensation and hand over the artifact, knowing that it'll be safe and secure in the museum's care. As we part ways, help but wonder what other adventures and challenges will await in the future.
ChatGPT is definitely more railroady and on a straight narrative than ChatGPT 4, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
still
was
great fun.
I know that it was I think maybe because of the whole command earlier to say that we need to wrap up. Maybe it's still doing
Yeah.
I just said we had 45 minutes left, and I would like a satisfying conclusion. So it's still trying to do that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Here is a
perhaps
conclusion. Oh, you don't
misled
like it? Here is another conclusion. Oh, you don't like
Oh,
that?
but-
Here is
no, I
another
would like-
conclusion.
Yeah, I would, but yeah, exactly. All right, so I've asked her to run us a combat scene for the bandits because I
Nice.
was like, no,
Yeah.
let's role play this.
Yeah.
It's like we weren't there for that session. Like all three of us just went there.
Yeah. We missed it. And we were like, oh, okay. Can we do it though?
Okay,
All right.
we all couldn't make that week. The DM just says,
Yeah.
okay, so
It
we
was
travel
just
back
the
to
DM.
our,
You know those games where it's just you and you're like, guys?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we travel back to the village and we come across a group of bandits blocking the road. They demand that we hand over all of our valuables or face the consequences. They seem to be
What
heavily armed and ready
consequences?
for a fight. All right.
Oh, the amethyst eye glows.
Oh, it glows with a faint
Oh.
purple light. And the air around you shimmers for a moment, and you feel a surge of power emanating from the artifact. The bandits seem to be taken aback by this sudden display of magic, but they quickly regain their composure and prepare to attack. Okay, so they're a little scared, but not very scared.
Okay. Well, I got a 15 for initiative.
I rolled a 13. No, I didn't. I rolled an 8.
Weird every go.
Ooh, I've used up some of my spell slots.
Yeah.
All right.
Rev?
I got 23.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
You're doing so well on this.
I'll take
Your
it if I
initiative is
can
amazing.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay. As the bandits charge towards us, Revax quickly fires an arrow at one of the bandits, hitting them and causing them to stumble. Loteth casts a spell and creates a thick fog obscuring the vision. All right.
I don't even have that
apparently-
spell, but okay.
Yeah, you apparently interfere with my spell. I can't quite see where I'm drawing my incantations.
Oops.
That's
Oops,
cool.
sorry. Sorry.
The bandit
Hey, is this
charged through the
helping?
fog, swinging
think
their
I'm
swords
helping.
wildly. Oh no! As this one charges out of the fog, it stabs Loteth for 6 damage. And another
Ow.
bandit approaches Rev and strikes him with a mace, but how you dodge and counteract with your own sword for 9. Well done.
Wow.
The
rude.
amethyst eye begins to glow with a bright purple light, and suddenly a shockwave of energy bursts out.
Oh.
It knocks back the bandits and stuns them momentarily. I quickly realize that the amethyst eye has granted me the power to control magical energy.
Oh, that's fortunate.
And I use my power to cast a powerful spell that takes down both bandits at once. With the amethyst eye power, the party quickly defeats the remaining
It's the
bandits and
remaining
emerges
Aw.
victorious. That's the combat, ladies and
wrapping us
gentlemen.
up.
We
It's
roll the
wrapping
us up.
initiative.
It's
definitely-
3.5
That is the-
can't do it. That is okay.
As the battle comes
3.5
to an
is
end,
not
the
going to be able
amethyst
to handle
eye
it.
returns
Well,
to
we've
its
got
dormant
2
state. The
minutes
party is
before
left
6
to
o'clock.
contemplate. All right. Well, this is what I wanted
Yeah.
because I realized that here it was asking us. We said our compensation in part ways, but I feel like maybe we just do a quick flashback to this combat scene because obviously,
Yeah.
like, there's got to be a reason why we wouldn't want to give it up. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not that we're
Yeah, that's
retconning, but
true.
I
So
feel
we
like
got-
maybe we hand it over, and then there's a moment where I'm like, no, I can't. It's too
Yeah.
powerful. And I've had a taste now, and I want more. I feel like
Mhm.
Yeah.
whatever that would
Yeah.
come, like however we could and would have role played that, I would
Yeah.
have been gunning for that path. Like if we'd sat there with the administrators of the museum and we're like, what are you guys going to
Yeah.
do with it? We flesh out that whole encounter.
Yeah.
That's where I would really try and steer it. I'd be as subtle as possible while just secretly being like, I need that power. That was incredible. And I want to use it for good, but obviously that would be up to the DM.
Communication up to the DM or what
a
happened
little
there.
concerned about that. I would be as well, and just thinking about how we contain this power to make sure that it's okay to use.
Yeah. I can't remember what alignment I picked. I think I went chaotic good. Did I go chaotic neutral? And that, because that would dictate where I would go with this. So I feel like, all right, so I was chaotic good. So yes, I would feel uncomfortable with you hanging on to something that, as I remember earlier from it, we had a faint whiff of undead energy because the plants had the life sucked out of them.
And it was pulsing with a purple light, and the undead had purple glowing eyes.
Purple eyes,
sure if that was linked to it. Yeah.
And we didn't know that we don't know what the alignment of this monkey god is. We just saw stories.
Yeah.
We just saw stories of them living prosperously. So maybe the monkeys created a sanctuary for themselves at the cost of how much of a life.
There was a price
like what were they fighting? God.
They made a deal for an idyllic monkey existence. And Kiki, our little Kiki, we thought was just an innocent child. Suddenly, as it goes on, as we go to hand over this, Kiki's not all that she seems to be.
Okay. So do we want to hand it over? Let's make the decision now. Let's hear it. Let me try and refresh.
I feel like we should
refresh. Yeah. And then see if we can do 4.
And do that like museum scene with ChatGPT 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? A flashback to that scene.
Yeah, flashback.
And say about, can we role play the scene over the next 15 minutes?
Okay, let's craft this. Yeah, let's craft this last half an hour as nice as we can.
Yeah.
With the story, with the campaign, with the session.
Yeah. As Bane was asking, was Kiki a child? No, Kiki was a monkey, but the way this particular chatbot is going, entirely possible that she could become a child.
Not a flying
monkey. It could just hallucinate all of these facts.
Not that story. No.
Not that story. Yeah.
We will continue with the session.
My clock says 6. Do we have time?
Yeah. Are we not going? Yeah.
No, I mean,
if we go for 20, because then we can do a wrap up if you want to be into.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, more of a continue.
I was going to say, can we stop to 4 yet? Because it's 6.
Well, I have. Yeah. Oh no, it's still reading 3, isn't it?
No, it's just saying it's reading
I'll write
3.
I'll write out the prompt and then we'll flip
and then
it.
we'll swap.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I like this. So,
Bane. Kiki could have been something like that. Yeah. Drug-fueled nightmare.
And for those of you out there who've been with us before, Social Pillow Thursday nights, we hold our regular chat on Twitch, talking about a whole range of topics regarding role-playing games in general, communities, cultures, and the craft itself. So, we'll be on Australian Eastern
Standard time. Standard time.
6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So basically Sydney time. And if you'd like to join us, we'd love to see you there.
And if you'd like to join us for more conversation, join our Discord. I've just got the link there in the chat. And there is also, we will have VODs both here on Twitch, but also on YouTube. Our VODs are available. YouTube, once I finish editing them. Which sometimes I'm a bit slower. Yeah, there's a bunch up there. There will be more ones up soon. But yeah, we always love to come say hi. All right. Yeah, we always go for more Hatter.
Yes.
I think I need to drink more Bane. I mean, to be fair, this stuff is delicious and I'm not endorsing. And if you are drinking any alcohol, make sure you're of legal age in the country of origin. But it tastes like purple bubblegum. It's so nice. In fact, I'm going to go grab another one. Give me 2 secs, guys.
Okay, cool.
Go for it. I'm just setting things up.
It's all setting up here as well.
We might have switched to 4. Let me just refresh again.
Fingers crossed.
See if it's locked into 4. And
it is. Yep, GPT-4. That's good.
We're good.
Excellent.
Oh, it's taken us
And I'm
back
back.
to the village.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
It snapped us back quite far.
Okay. Can we
Cool.
ask it to snap us forwards?
Okay.
Oh.
I'll stop
Oh,
generating.
wait. Final key unlocking the true power. Oh, maybe.
Well, no, we can literally ignore all that.
Yeah.
Can we? All right. Where do we want to start from? Can we please
After
start?
we've defeated the bandits and we're just meeting the museum representatives.
Yeah. Well, then now I'm intrigued on what that voice calling us foolish mortals.
out.
The god of monkeys.
Bane, it will give you an
Museum.
answer to that,
Curators.
whether it would be ego. But thank you everyone in
Okay.
chat as well for hanging around. Thank you raiders for hanging around. It's
Yes.
always fun to meet new people.
Just thinking that. Thank you, everyone. You-
Yeah.
You really made this cozy stream wonderful.
Yeah.
We plan to bring more kind of casual stuff like this, as well as all of our wonderful regular content available, as my companions mentioned. But yeah, we want to do more stuff like this. We want to do some map making streams, do some creative stuff. So if there's anything you guys want to see, if you want to join the conversation, just shoot a message in the Discord. We're happy to read that. Chat to us live, please. We're all three of us, at least one of us, is watching the chat and trying to respond to that as much as possible. But we dive
Let's go.
in. Let's dive in. So I asked it to, we're starting right after defeating the bandits, and we are sat out. I said
I'm sorry,
out the
after
office of the
beef
museum.
eating? I said out.
Beef
That's okay.
eating.
Defeating the bandits. Oh my god, that encounter got a whole lot more gruesome than I hoped it would
Okay,
be.
let's
kick into the museum.
we sit in the office of the museum curator. You can't help but feel a lingering sense of unease after your encounter with the bandits. The amethyst's eye, now safely locked away in a display case, continues to draw your attention. The curator, an
bandits.
elderly gnome named Lysander, hobbles over to the three of you and starts discussing the artifact's potential power.
I believe there is more to the amethyst's eye than meets the eye,
Says Lysander with a sly grin.
There is an ancient legend about a powerful artifact that grants its wielder immense power, but only after they've proven their worth by solving the artifact's puzzle.
As you examine the amethyst eye more closely, you notice it has intricate carvings all around its surface depicting what happens to be a celestial map. But what happened to the monkey god story, I say? We flipped it over. I was just so transfixed on, what? There's another side? Whoa, you do say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Within the story.
Yeah.
All right. What would we like
Okay.
to do to try and solve the puzzle, everyone?
Well.
Do you know, Leteth, any hints and legends of celestial maps linking to the amethyst eye or the monkey god?
Because of my training, yeah, like I often went to history classes. That was like the teacher, like the professor, was so passionate about everything they talked about. I don't always remember, but yeah, I definitely went to a whole lot of history classes where they talked about stars and elements. Yeah. See if it's actually reflected in my stats.
I'll write in what I'm doing, but I'll tell you as I'm saying it. Red
Yeah.
is is looking closely at the amethyst eye. Okay. Using his perception. Actually, no, using his memory of star charts, I guess, of the stars.
Dasha? Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, go for it. Oh my god, is this becoming a Spelljammer campaign?
his
Please,
survival
please.
skills
What?
to
What?
see if there
Spelljammer?
is a
Spelljammer.
or a clue as to solving the puzzle.
Nice.
Okay.
That's me. I typed in. That's in there. Ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Val, what would
you.
Val do?
What is Val doing?
Val is going to see if there's any like writing that might lead me to like a book that I might reference or something.
Nice.
All right. Leteth,
All right.
please roll for religion to see if you know
Oh,
anything of
religion.
this god in the celestial maps.
All
I
right.
did say about the god
Ask
in the
for a
celestial
roll.
maps, so I've obscured that. So please roll what you think would be sensible.
I got 17.
Okay, beautiful. I will roll abysmally. I will roll a 13. Okay. Let's roll. What was it? Sorry?
Let's do it in order.
What my
Val's
number was?
rolling. Let's rolling for religion.
Leteth.
I got
Yeah,
17.
roll a 17. Val, a
Val got.
not terrible. Not as bad as I thought. Rev, survival.
Natural 20.
Hey!
26.
Woo!
26 total.
My goodness, that is so good. Funny thing is, all the
Done
checks
quite well
that I've
on
been
those,
doing.
right?
All the checks that I've been doing aren't to any of my strengths.
Oh,
I think Dex is the only thing. Like Dex, I've got a +9
Yeah.
in Dex.
we did that.
Um, but everything else, I've got a +6 in survival, which I've never
Alright.
used. All right.
We've all got our own thing to read,
okay.
so
Amazing.
go for
Yeah,
it.
let's do that.
So I sort of think about it. I'm like, okay, so I cast my mind back to that class and I kind of like physically put myself there and I'm sitting there and I'm taking the notes and I'm kind of looking at the professor. Right. I do recall, after admiring their cheekbones, that they were talking about some knowledge about a god related to celestial maps. The name was Velastra, and I think Velastra was known for guiding travelers and has a deep connection to the stars. Celestial maps are often used to navigate both land and sea and make sure that there's a connection to her guidance, as opposed to other maps that are not of land and sea.
Yeah, funny that.
Well, I managed to find an obscure little marking that references a tome that I recalled. It discusses the Velastra and celestial maps in more detail. I find this tome apparently, and it's old and a bit dusty. I start reading through it for valuable information.
I've noticed what my colleagues are doing here. I just can't help but looking at this thing and thinking, it's a map. I remember like looking at the stars every night, and maybe there's a pattern here. As I look into it, I say, etched into the gemstone, I've seen this. There's actually an alignment of the stars every 100 years. It doesn't happen often at all. The alignment's going to be at a time when Valastra's power is at its peak. That's where I've heard the name before. And this event is happening soon. It may be the key to unlocking the eye's true power.
Oh my gosh, I love astrology. What sign are you?
I don't know. I have to
Wow.
I might actually be, maybe it's monkey. I don't know. Related to this.
I bet you are a sign of the monkey because you're so much fun and just like really good to be around and also quite small. So yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. Awesome. What sign are you? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm like sea snake dragon scale.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I know, right? Like it means that sometimes I'm funny.
The hawk, I think.
Oh,
Hawk or eagle or something, I think. I'm not sure.
so cool. We're all a mix of
Wow, I know, we're so good.
What do we do now? As we share our findings, it becomes clear we must use the amethyst eye in conjunction with the upcoming celestial event to reveal its true powers. We get a sense that someone else might be after this power. Must ensure that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. We have a journey that will lead us to a hidden temple dedicated to Velastra. We will face a final puzzle, a powerful villain, and an epic combat. All right. Short
I feel like this is something, I don't know, I've got a faint feeling of deja vu.
Okay. Hopefully we can do this within time. We'll see how we go. Hey,
We'll see how we go.
we'll find a way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I've just been scrolling shit down while we've been reading and chatting.
As I read the tome, I learn more about Velastra and her connection to the celestial events. The upcoming alignment is referred to as the eyes of Velastra. The eyes. Do we have one of the eyes and there's another eye? Ooh.
Or maybe
It
the
is
other
said-
eye is in the sky.
Oh, the eye of the
that you've got
sky
to
and the
bring-
eye of the land.
Yeah, the alignment. Yeah.
Okay, it is said that during this event, almost lost it, Valastra's gaze falls upon her most devout followers, granting them an immense power and insight. The amethyst eye is believed to be a conduit for her divine energy, and whoever possesses it during the alignment can tap into her power. I've already had a taste of that. It's been very intriguing. The book also contains hints
Val,
about the
focus.
location of Velastra. Hang on. Valdemar, Velastra, are we not? Anyway.
Val.
Where her followers used to gather and perform rituals during the Eyes of Velastra. I guess that's what they dub the Celestial End. With this information, we prepare for our final journey. Rev, you study
Gather
maps
essentials?
and consult with local scholars to pinpoint the exact location. Lateth, you spend some time in prayer, apparently.
Did I
Seeking
gain a
guidance.
level in cleric?
Okay, yes. Seeking guidance from Velastra
Real quick.
themselves to ensure a safe and successful journey. And I
Love it.
meticulously go through my spell book, making sure to have the most useful spells. No. Spells
No?
prepared for the No. We gather essential supplies, knowing that the temple might be located deep within a dangerous jungle.
Thank
We
you.
check our weapons, make sure they're sharp and ready for combat. Healing potions and other useful items are secured, and components to make sure that we have enough to sustain our spells during the journey, despite us having
Which
spell
means I should
focuses.
get our,
I love
we should
that.
probably get
though.
our spell slots back.
I love that so much. Yeah.
That's
We
very
set
cool.
off towards another hidden temple.
Another
sense-
hidden temple.
That's what
We
we do.
feel a sense of urgency and determination, knowing that the alignment is fast approaching, and that you must stop whoever is trying to harness the power of the amethyst eye for nefarious purposes. Wait, is there someone else doing that? Or are we assuming that?
No, we did get a sense that there was
It did
somebody else
say-
who was doing
it
that.
did
It did
say
say
there
that.
is
Yes.
energy.
The journey will be challenging, but with our combined knowledge and skills, we stand a fighting chance to protect the world from a potentially catastrophic fate. I
Ooh.
feel like this has concluded so perfectly with such a cliffhanger and such
Yes.
a timing beat of the story that we might conclude our session for
Yes.
today here and just chat about it for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. I
Ah,
agree.
is that not enthralling
Yes.
and wild?
That was so much fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And I've got to say, the GPT-4, far more
Bravo.
enjoyable than
Yeah, bravo.
3.5. Yeah.
It's also
And-
the only one of these LLMs that I've had pull this off without like running something locally using the API keys that I have
Yeah.
for GPT-4. But that's never going to look good. Like I'd have to run it in a different browser and stuff. This is just quite easy to read and it just
Yeah.
works. So
And for what
Yeah.
we're doing, and as like a guidance to have fun, like I know we're doing this for stream, but I would enjoy playing this with people just to that
I
kind of
do- I
chaos
do
and
do
as
this.
a prompt. Like it's
Yeah.
an AI enabled. It's great fun. And again, it's AI enabled. Like
That's
it's
it.
it's clearly
It's
not
our-
creating everything. It's
Well, that's it.
pooling
And
learning.
we've-
But yeah.
It was
we've had a
taking-
trial
it was very
run.
much- and it was very much taking our lead with a lot of things, particularly
Yeah.
GPT-4, I think was way better because
Yeah.
it really it was much more dynamic with it. It kept track of things a lot better, I think.
Yeah,
as
much
well,
better.
story-wise.
Yeah.
And I think also with our character sheets, it managed to keep track of particular things in our character sheets and how to use them. So
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. I'd be keen
Yeah.
to see from chat if there's anything in particular you guys found
Yeah.
interesting. For those of you who managed to stay
Yeah.
throughout, or at least whatever you experienced. This
Yeah.
is because we did shift to ChatGPT 3.5 for a little bit, which was clearly not as powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, subpar, less creative, less
Yep.
fleshed out things, a lot less,
Yeah.
took a lot more assumptions.
Yeah. Certainly gave us the
and-
narrative a lot more. Like it
Yeah,
or
it very
allowed
much
us
was
to break that combat
more.
down.
Yeah, it was more of a choose your own adventure than the style because I crafted a specific prompt at the beginning that said, use the rules, be a dungeon master, do this, do that, give us some boundaries for you to actually use certain things that we would expect in a session. Whereas if you just leave it open ended, it's basically every piece of dungeon mastering and game mastering that this AI has access to, and it's never going to know what to do with all of that. Not yet, anyway. Whereas 4 has just taken on leaps and bounds in terms of its it's so much more flowing and enjoyable to read, and it seems to actually know things. Like you're thinking as you're reading, you're like, oh, that could be something or go somewhere, and we're extrapolating from it, but it does require so much input, which we quickly find a rhythm in, and I think every group is going to do that every group
Yeah.
outside of an AI game is you do find your back and forth rhythm.
Absolutely.
Conversation has a rhythm and a flow to it, and this is very much a give, pause, reflect, and then provide back a response. It does it
And I think-
quickly, and we do it just a little bit slower.
And I think as well, this sort of suits the sort of storytelling games that the three of us all really enjoy, with that focus on character and narrative. I noticed that there was a real weakness around combat. It took a lot more input to run a combat, and it got a lot more things wrong. And that could be because it is a language model. So when people are writing about things, they don't tend to write out the combats the same way they write out stories.
No.
So that potentially could be a reflection of the way these models build, and that they are less good at applying rules. Whereas the priority or whatever it is of how it puts things together puts that language models on top of rules, if that makes sense. Like it prioritizes following the language model than it does over applying the rules. I don't know. I don't program these things, but it's really interesting.
That's interesting too, because I think it really has, because of the input us as players are giving it, then it feels like that. I mean, pretty much it has binary state. It either we succeed in something or we fail. It doesn't worry about the level of skill it took. It just has. So if it looks at it and it looks like that we succeed, it's simply going to go with the language side of it. Okay, this is what would happen if it succeeds, and blah 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 blah. So it makes it. I think that makes it probably, in terms of its sophistication. That's why the better the level of the GPT version, I think, makes a lot more sense. You're going to get a lot more out of it, and a lot more complexity that you can get out of it.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine how it would be as if it could actually run like the dice rolling side of it.
Someone's got to be working on it. I think we've said before, it's got to be something that someone's working on and and really curating and coding and setting this up to do exactly that. And it will do a fantastic job eventually. But it's pretty amazing what we can do with the input that we do have to give it. So for those of you who have tuned in halfway through with the raid and just discovering things along the way, I thought I'd quickly ask it to give us a summary, and it has done an incredibly good job. So this is from 3 hours ago, where we fed it our characters' names and classes. We never gave it our genders, and that was interesting that 3.5 assumed our genders, whereas 4 just left it ambiguous, which was fine. But it's pretty much, I've just been flicking through this, and it seems to be pretty much straight up. It says we connected through a book club. We read of a fantastic story and potential myth and adventure that was supposedly set nearby our own village, and so we couldn't help but go and look for the amethyst eye, reminiscent of Indiana Jones specifically. So we overcame some puzzles and trials, which was true. We encountered the monkey god Kiki. It just told us. It just
Kiki was the
up.
monkey god.
All along.
I knew it. Kiki. There was more to Kiki than just met the eye.
Yeah, exactly. Who entrusted them with the part.
God.
So they were telling. Remember how Kiki kept saying, "Oh yeah, there's stuff up ahead, but I couldn't tell you much about it." They were telling us how to get about it, but let us do the trials nevertheless. Ever watchful. But this has led us into a powerful artifact, the amethyst eye, and that has granted me a glimpse of the divine power and the upcoming celestial event.
Very cool.
So that's sort of foreshadowed.
It was a monkey.
Apparently, yes, Thantos. We had a monkey. Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Which you might say is a DM in a game wrap up. If you wanted to really freak players out,
that's
good.
Crazy.
That's very cool.
That's good stuff.
Yes,
I had a feeling the whole time as well.
Idea.
Like that's what I wanted to happen. So very, very cool.
That's interesting because we never explicitly said
we
that.
didn't pursue it. No, we did not. It was very good. But you kept up interaction with it, which to me as a DM would be like, okay, they keep interacting with this thing. Whereas in one of my games, bless you, if you're listening, Sen, used a character name. Sen, if you are listening, I want you to use scrambles as much as possible. I want you to, bring them in and just make shenanigans happen because they're a familiar. That's the lizard familiar of the wizard. Just use it for fun. Use them to scout ahead. I have an Eldritch Knight who summons Buttercat. this cat that has the,
Butter
the
cat.
complexion of it has the complexion of butter, and it's glorious. And he walks and scouts around and does precarious, dangerous things through Barovia.
Very cool.
But yeah, you know, like just try things. And that's the thing is like
Yeah.
the more you interact with stuff, the more I'm going to be like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to say there's a lizard-sized hole in this event or something, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was
Absolutely.
doing what I would do as a DM.
Yeah.
I had the
Well,
same.
I mean,
Yeah, go
go
ahead.
on, Ian. No, you go, Ian.
I was going to say with the experience, similar for me actually. With actually no, there's one of the characters in one of my games. Shout out to the guys out there. Has actually she's a druid, but she had a magpie familiar. No, not a familiar,
Aw.
a companion. She just used animal handling to try and befriend and to engage and train a magpie companion, and
Nice.
just that it would be, you know, as kind of like more like a child rather than a pet. So it's actually there was a
Nice.
thing there. As time went
Yeah.
on, she kept trying to see if she can train it to do things because they're very smart, like ravens or crows.
Hmm.
Yep.
And I was like,
Yep.
okay, yeah, fair enough. This sounds good. And because of that continued investment, I wanted to keep building on it.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes those things that happen in an adventure that you don't plan where you can build on it, like we found out about this being a monkey god. In the game, they got attacked by invisible imps. Her magpie was nearby. It got attacked first because it spotted them because of its perception. It was keen, so it worked out it was nearby. So the imp stung it with its poison tail, and it died. Her companion failed the save and died, and she flipped and went absolutely bananas. After the massive battle that they had, she came right down to it, prayed to see if they could actually do Revivify. And they had a diamond, and they managed to do this. Okay, I'm going to roll, and if it's high enough, I rolled like 99 out of 100, like a D100. I was like, okay, and it woke up, and it spoke to her and said, "Mama, thank you. It's good to be here." And I just said, "It's awakened." So it's an awakened thing now, and now talks. And now it's actually a member of the party and talks to them, and they love it as a character.
That's so good.
Because she kept engaging with it. And it's like, absolutely, if you're going to make something invest so much in the story, I feel like it's exactly what we, as DMs, it's kind of your responsibility to do. It's to build on that and to have fun with that. And I think that's really cool.
Absolutely. That is so good. And I think that's
Kiki, monkey god.
Yeah, Kiki. I love Kiki, the monkey god, who is female canonically.
Yes.
I love it. We might have to play this again sometime, I think my dear
so.
friends.
Well, I think it's set us up for that. We've got a whole nother adventure to dive into. Chapter 2 of the Eyes of Velastra campaign.
Oh,
I like how we came into this just running a one-shot, and now we have the Eyes of Velastra campaign. That's what's actually come out of this. We've got nicknames. We've got Val, Rev, Letty. You know, I like how I said that now for the first time.
Letty's new. Nicknames. Now we got Letty. All right.
We got Valrev, and Leteth has always been short enough for me to bother typing out fully. But it pulled from absolutely the top of this chat where I defined Valdemar, the old elf wizard, Revelar, the Torval Ranger, and Leteth, the Furball Bard. So it's done a good job. It has done what we've asked of it, and we've had.
We're going to keep that.
Well, this chat should stay there, but I do export all of my chats that I value because I want to keep all of that information, because just in case ChatGPT pulls the
wise,
plug.
Very wise. What have we got up next, guys? We back on Thursday?
Great question.
Yeah,
we're back on Thursday. This Thursday evening.
We can see that on. Yep. Yes. Sorry. Go on. On Thursday, we'll be back.
Yeah,
what are we talking about?
That's a really good question.
We're going to be talking about TTRPGs. We will come up with that. It will be. We'll pop it up in the Discord. We will pop it up around.
We'll chuck it up on the socials.
Yeah, we'll put it on our socials.
On Facebook.
We got Facebook, Discord. We got here. We will eventually get, and yes, we will update the Discord link on the page when we are not streaming, so people can join. And we will also put a countdown timer for our streams, because I know how to do that. But I will talk to you guys about that later.
Yes.
I think
This Thursday is going to
Yeah.
be very interesting. Well, I think we'll come up with a decision of what we're going to talk about before then, and we'll post
Hata
it.
has suggested that we do a deep dive on how this went. We have done a deep dive on our half-hour game. I really don't feel like there's a lot more to talk about. We could spend a lot of time sort of crafting, curating, and planning moving forward, perhaps. But I'm sure we have something in our thing lined up somewhere.
Two things on that. Hata HRG. Thank you
Hata
for that.
GPT.
That could be
We
an
just
interesting
turned our
segue.
chat into chat pods.
So on that, but definitely we would redirect you. We do have that recorded, so you can watch it on Twitch and on YouTube. So that's on there now, so you can see we've had a really good discussion about what AI DMs can offer, but also what our reaction was to a previous game we did, where the kind of limits are, what could be concerns. So have a look for that one. This Thursday, we had down as a possibility could be a world building focus. So what it's like for GMs, and about the idea of a lore. What characters know major truths they have discovered inside your campaign? What major truths do you hold that you slowly reveal, and how do you reveal those? So this is kind of like what's the overarching, goal that you want to be able to reveal over the arch of your campaign? So it's an interesting thing. We could do that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I need to mention, on that note, I will be streaming from Sydney Airport. So we'll be about to get into a plane. So I'll be doing it from
this
there.
week. Okay.
With a nice virtual background.
Nice.
We'll make it happen. We'll make a virtual background happen.
We will make stuff work. We'll get you a good plane. Awesome. Thank you all so much. Thank you, everybody in chat. Thank you, Raiders, if you are still here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you, DM Dog, for occasionally making your presence known. Yes.
Hey, DM Dog. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, wonderful, friendly neighborhood DMs. My sentence just died then, but we're gonna raid. I recommend
Who are we raiding?
I reckon we raid Down to Die RP. They are playing
Down to Die.
Bunch of Australian streamers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Guys,
So we're
I love that
I
setup.
will set that up. Yeah, I'm going to set that up, and we will see you, wonderful humans, next time.
Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you
in.
very much, guys. Thanks for being around, and good to see two of you here.
You as well.
Yeah.
Always.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thanks
Love
for
you
tuning in,
guys.
guys. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.